And welcome everybody to another thrilling episode of your favorite weekly live stream wrestling podcast. That's right. This is TTW, Tooney Talk Wrestling, and I am, of course, your host for the evening. I'm steering the ship. I am Akadis, aka Dis. And boy, we got a lot of stuff to cover today. We have the Ludwig Kaiser, El Grande Americano, got arrested for defending his lady. So we're going to be going over that and doing a little tier list of wrestler mugshots. That'll be fun. We have a 3-4-5 we're going to kick off the show with, where we go over all of the news, the biggest news topics going on right now. We talk about it for 5 minutes, 3 topics. Get it? 3 for 5. It's pretty clever. Then after that, well, this isn't in order. Sorry. We also are going to play a game. You guys, by request, we are doing another Indy Wrestling Roulette this week. And we're also going to look at Double or Nothing, which may have been good. I didn't see it, but my boys did. And speaking of my boys, we should probably start bringing them in. I know you all are waiting with bated breath to find out if he is here this week, and because he wasn't here last week. Let's find out if he is. I don't know either.
He's old and he's cranky in his favorite chair, yelling at the TV with a grumpy glare. He's always on, he's losing his mind. Online trolls talking trash, man, he's not kind. But we love our awful, through the grumps and the growls. Everybody shout it now. That's awful.
Awful Wrestling, coming straight out of America. He's doing some fishing today. I know that. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. Peace to the channel. Peace to the chat.
The channel.
I see some people out there. You're peace to the channel. Everlasting peace to go and serve the Lord. All right, Boris. I see you in the chat. Sauce. Hey everybody. Can't wait to see Jake. I already saw you on
Jake.
Saturday. Yeah, bring him in on. Bring him on in.
Are you sure?
I got nothing really to say.
It's so
hey
nice
everybody.
Comfy here. I don't know if I want to. Oh, well, you know what? I guess we should.
Great circle of sound. Tensions ignite. Jake takes on the chaos, the verbal fight. Nice guy dropping pins on wrestling nights. Most famous on Tooney Talk, owning the mic. Light, and he's Jewish.
Hey, it's Jake. I'm just playing. We love Jake. I verbally made out with Jake on Saturday for anyone who missed it over on.
Yeah, I feel like I got to start being much more of a dick now. It's like I can't people think I'm that nice.
It helps.
I see we already have a few super chats. We will get to those in a minute. I just want to say hi. We see Regina. Awful was doing it a second ago. I see Sauce in the chat. We got Boris. We got Lisa. We got Matt. We got Sassy Girl. Hey, yeah, Awful. We got new people. Sassy Girl's one of them. She's
nice.
She's from over on Jake's neck of the woods. So she's hanging out.
Welcome, Sassy Girl.
Brad, of course. You and Cumia, of course. Erica. Thank you guys. If I missed you, Chubby and Sweets.
Oh, there's also Chris Connor.
Oh, Chris Connor, that guy. No, but seriously, thank you guys for hanging out. We will get to your super chats in a second. Lucy. Hi, Lucy. I do think that I want to address a little business right up top here. We have a big show. We have a lot to get to. We'll get to it, but over the next few months, you're going to see some changes around here. We'll say that. We are the YouTube landscape has altered a bit. And strikes mean different things, and the way people get punished is done differently. And we're not going anywhere. Jake, myself, and Awful will be here on Tuesday night, forever. I mean, I don't know how long. But in the next few months, the show will be evolving. I think it'll kind of be moving. It'll be more fitting to what the show has become. I'm talking about our branding. I'm talking about I don't think our music. I think our music are gonna stay. Yeah, we got rid of Marv a while ago. We kicked him out. a while
Threw
ago.
those puppets in the trash.
Yeah, we threw those we burned them. We all of them. Me and Awful just got sick of been playing second fiddle to a furry puppet. And
Fabricated bastards.
No. But so we're looking around SummerSlam. We will have more details about that as we get to it. We'll probably do some teases. I actually talked a little bit about something last week, which was the website. I bought a domain, that wrestlingdirtsheets.com thing, and that might come into play. I don't know. It's all very early, but because the people that are here early are usually the ones who have stuck with us through thick and thin, I kind of just wanted to get that out of the way and let you guys know that we aren't going anywhere, but we might look a little different coming up shortly. But for now, we do have some super chats that we got as the show was starting, so let's check them out. Regina Sharp for $5. I'm not even going to try. Does anybody know Spanish? Awful. Do you know Spanish?
Amor, un ascenso destrozando mediante bajao. No, I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, you're from Phoenix. I mean, you can at least fake it, right?
I can fake it. Yeah, I can understand it more when spoken. I used to watch a lot of telenovelas when I was a kid.
There you go.
I can't really speak it well though.
This message has been brought to you by
Glom Gold, Glom Gold, Glom Gold, Glom Gold.
Always has been, always is, always will be. See, I can do that a lot better.
It would probably be better if I knew what that said. Awful. Do you speak Spanish, or I mean, Jake reads Spanish.
Un poco.
Okay, I
love the ascension of fruit and Bajas. Banjos or something.
Yeah, the Bajo.
She loves when fruit rises to the top of the banjo.
Regina was a big fan of the Ascension in WWE, and that's what I'm getting from this. And she is upset that they're gone. We
Honor, you're really showing our ignorance out here. We're just
love it. Oh, okay. She says
jingoistic, xenophobic.
Love in an elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoying myself while I'm going down.
Okay.
So,
little Americano.
Let me write that down.
Is somebody gonna clip that? Am I gonna pay for that later? Is that gonna
Probably.
All right, but thank you very much, Regina. I'll read anything you throw up on the screen. So you got to be careful. Not really.
We'll read it all.
But hey, all we need is like a Mexican guy, and then we could literally just be like we have somebody that could read anything and it won't be offensive. You know what I mean? Well, no, we should probably get an Indian too. So we get a Mexican and Indian, and then we could be like, anything we read, we have somebody who can read it and it won't be offensive. But
what good would you guys be?
Jake's Jew. Jake's a Jewish.
Okay, so you keep the finances in order. Gotcha. I hear that.
And I'm dumb, right? I'm a dumb white guy. I'm a redneck. I'm
like Heyman. I can be the lawyer. Like we're.
If you listen to Marv, I'm apparently a country bumpkin. So I'm out here going to hoedowns and stuff. So
gotta cover the rural vote.
Yeah. I'm in the Ozarks. We got to do it. Anyway, you and cue me up for $4.99. He says, I knew Friedman, that's MJF, would win. If he had his head shaved, his hair plugs would have never grown.
Glom Gold, Glom Gold, Glom Gold, Glom Gold.
Back. I forgot the back one.
Yeah, the back part.
Wait, he got hair plugs on his back? Ew.
Thank you, Ewan. Yeah, I got that wrong. I said that I think, because I said that if MJF loses, it's because he has a movie, but I guess he didn't have a movie. I still think the whole thing's really stupid, but we have a whole segment for, go ahead, Awful.
Well, that gimmick served no purpose. It didn't add anything to the match, especially the match that they had, but we'll talk about all that.
We'll get to that. We have plenty of time, and we have a whole segment carved out just for Double or Nothing. So we got another $5 super chat from Last Call Podcast with Chris Condon. Go check that out over at Last Call Podcast CC. For $5, we are a line of white powder away from Tony booking Mick Foley versus Darby Allin versus Ric Flair in a Texas death match, and I'm not joking. Take out the Ric Flair part, and I'm right with you.
John Moxley's got to be involved in that somehow.
Yeah, I think Tony is even he has enough sense not to put Ric Flair in a wrestling ring at this point. The only person dumb enough to do that was Conrad Thompson. And that ship has sailed. But I do think we're going to see Foley in the ring.
Yeah, probably.
Especially with the way they're all talking. Like all of them. Everyone outside of AEW has been like, please don't have Foley wrestle. But then everyone in AEW is acting like it's a great idea for some reason. So I don't know. But thank you very much, Chris. And we got another 5 from Regina, completely unrelated. The new Mech Warrior 5 DLC is the 90s cartoon Woot Enjoyment Vindicated. Mech Warrior. Okay, guys. I have tried to get into like mech combat games like 10 times and I can't do it. Do you remember when they released that one on Xbox that came with a controller that like wrapped around your body? And like it was the actual board that you would use if you were controlling a mech. We sold that thing at my store and I wanted it so bad. And I almost bought it because it went clearance, but I didn't end up doing it because I cannot understand mech games. The closest thing I ever got to getting into mech games was Titanfall. And I think I'm talking to myself because I don't think anyone else here.
Yeah, I know of them. I did a virtual reality thing once in Vegas years ago that was supposed to be like that, but it never clicked with me well. I'm happy other people like it. Good for them. That's awesome.
Awful. Are you big into mechs?
Don't come this way with that geek talk. You keep that far away. I'm so sorry, Regina. I know nothing of
Mech Warrior is
Mech Warrior.
It's kind of grown up Transformers, I guess. Except it's not Transformers.
I love Transformers. I mean, that was a great cartoon and all.
Mechs that are controlling them. You know, it's like I don't know.
It's like Voltron. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Voltron. Voltron-esque. Yeah. Voltron.
I get in with that. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. So, but those are our super chats for now. If you have any more super chats that you want us to discuss, $50 or more, we will interrupt the show. And any less than that, though, and it will wait until the end of whatever segment that we are on. So, except for this one. It's weird that I said that because now we're going straight into a segment where we actually will take super chats at the end of each round. So we're doing 3 for 5 right now. For those of you who don't know what that is, we talk about 3 news stories from the week for 5 minutes apiece. Very simple. And we got a few this week, so let's get right into it. Our first one, of course, Clash at Italy. The entire card has been announced. And let's take a look at what we got here. We got the rematch between Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. We got tribal combat between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. We have, this next match will be on the first hour. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. That'll be for free on ESPN. This next match will also be for free on ESPN. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill, a rematch.
Really?
Yeah, that's going to be on ESPN. We'll get it. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then we got Sol Ruka and Becky in a rematch from Saturday Night's Main Event. So I've learned that it's usually best for me to get these started so I can kind of drive the conversation. So I'm going to put the time up here and I will float in. So you talked about first things first. I am surprised that they put Jade and Rhea on the pre-show. That shows a lot of faith in Jade Cargill, in my opinion. I'm sorry I said pre-show. I meant ESPN. But awful. Is that kind of what you were thinking too?
No.
Oh, really? What were you
Not
thinking?
at all. But go ahead, finish your thought.
No, that was my thought. Well, look.
Oh, really?
The first hour that's on ESPN is going to get more viewers and more people who normally don't buy. They're
trying to get people to buy the
right.
Sure.
You put stuff on there to entice people. So the fact that they're putting Jade on there, I think shows a lot of faith in her. But you have a different opinion, apparently.
No. It's not. It's less of Jade Cargill and more of Rhea Ripley. I thought
that's what I was
thinking.
More
of a draw for them to entice people to watch the pay-per-view. Like, if anything, I would have put Becky Lynch and Sol Ruka on the free hour.
No,
to be quite honest with you,
remember at WrestleMania, they put Brock Lesnar and Obafemi in the first hour.
Yeah,
right,
you're looking at it like a pre-show. It's really more of like a way to entice people to give if people are flipping through the channels for the people that still have linear TV to kind of get them in and watch. And Rhea Ripley is that star. She's the biggest female star in the company. Like, it's still, she gets one of the top 3 biggest pops when her music hits every time. So it doesn't surprise me that they put her on there to try to draw people in. She's still a massive draw. It's crazy how long she's been a draw this
I
high.
agree that it makes sense that they do it with Rhea Ripley, but the fact that they have enough faith in Jade, whereas I think 6 months ago they would not have had that faith that she could actually go on there and put on a good show that would get people interested. Where
the WrestleMania match was very good.
It was
very good. I think Jade has shown that she's willing to put in the work, clearly, because you're right. 6 months ago, maybe even like 3 months ago, it was kind of like, you could tell she was like walking through each step. Now they look more like actual matches.
Yeah, the chat is bringing up that Erica specifically said that it looks like they're saying Oba and Brock, and I thought that too. I thought Oba and Brock was going to be on the first hour. But last night, they specifically said, unless things change, they specifically said it was Cody and Gunther and Rhea and Jade. And I watched that today to make sure. So that is
what they said.
Yeah, that's what they're doing for now. Which
so very odd.
Which leads me to, I imagine Tribal Combat will probably be the main event, right? Like
I would think.
I imagine if Roman's on a show, it's going to be the main event most of the time.
Yeah, there's a chance I could see it being Oba and Brock because it's almost like an unsanctioned, like lights out match. Because Brock is still apparently technically retired within it. I'm not really sure. In the card that I've seen, like in a couple places online, it does look like Brock and Oba is the main event, but it could just be of how they're putting it out there for the names of it.
I guess I should point out this is not an official poster. I just went and grabbed all the screen grabs of the matches and put them together. This is not like an official thing that they're putting out. So because people are like, well, why'd they put Brock and Oba on top? That's not, this is just something to show the matches. There's been a lot of talk and complaints about so many rematches, but personally, I think the show is stacked and I don't mind. I don't know why rematches. I mean, how many original matches can you get out of a roster that size these days anyway? Like they're talking about Cody and Gunther, like they've already had a pay-per-view match. It's like, yeah, it was over a year ago that they had a pay-per-view match, like, or a year ago, almost exactly.
And it was in Saudi, wasn't it?
It was in Saudi, yeah. So like, and Becky and Soul, they're matching in a screwy finish, and I get it.
You gave them a lot of grace there, Dis. That match was fucking abysmal at the end. Like, what the fuck was that? It lasted 2 minutes. I know. It was okay. It was abysmal from the beginning to end. It was probably one of the worst matches on Saturday night's main event. But
it was 2 minutes. It wasn't a match. It was a storyline. It was an angle.
Well, it sucked.
It was. I don't think it was. I thought the story was fine. I thought the idea that Becky tried to, do Becky stuff and got called out on it.
She's all talk but afraid. Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me. It's not like they did it on. If they would do that on this show, I'd be upset. They do that on Peacock on a Saturday night. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's a little bit different between Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Turin, Italy. So.
Yeah, like I don't. So let's talk about Saturday night's main event though. We'll get into it more later, but I didn't. It was like the pre-show to this, right? Like it was just all the matches they couldn't throw on this show, plus an angle to set up another match for this show, is what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, and it was one of the things with low expectations. It was the show delivered for a lot of fun for what it was, and it was kind of set up like the old school Saturday night's main event because it kind of seemed like Ethan Page and Penta was the main event, like of what was promoted, but that was the match in the middle, like like how they used to do it in the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah.
No, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was surprised by it.
I'm going to let the time run here again, and then we are going to get into our next topic. So WWE, there's been a lot of talk that they're trying to revamp recharge the tag division. And the rumor right now is that they've been talking to Enzo and Cass about coming back in. Cass's contract, of course, he works over in AEW, but his contract's almost up. Enzo has been slowing down some independent dates and telling people he can't take dates after a certain month or time period. We also saw on Saturday night's main event, they had a really good tag match over there with Logan Paul and that whole group, and Logan Paul ended up getting injured. But clearly they're trying to put some kind of focus on the tag division. And to push that further, for some reason, there's been talk that WWE wants FTR.
Oh, no. Not again.
Who said that?
I want to say Meltzer and Sean Ross Sapp both reported that like they've been in contact with them, or at least F4W. I'm not saying Meltzer specifically, but there's been a few people out there who have been reporting that WWE has at least sent messages to people in the FTR camp that when their contract's up, they should talk. So there's slight rumors that FTR are going to be involved in this, but I want to know what you guys think WWE should do to really revive the tag division. I think there's hope, and I think the match on Saturday was really good. I think that having the Street Profits be more prominent helps. But what do you think, Awful? What do you think they should go with? What would you do if you were going to reignite the tag division in WWE?
Get rid of one of the tag team belts. Just have one tag team. The Saturday night's main event tag team match, I thought was pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I loved the Braun Breaker leapfrog into being pushed onto the table by the Street Profits. I thought that was a nice little move. And here was the cool part. Like, they didn't let anything rest. They went right back into the ring, tried to get a cover, and all that. What do they do? Yeah, just get rid of the second. Are there 2 tag team championships? I want to be clear. Yeah, get rid of one and just, make it just the one tag team championship.
I think a good unification storyline, like Regina Sharp said, I think would be good. Do a real unifying the titles thing. And I agree with you on that. And I think you have a lot of guys just standing around, so start putting them in teams, but don't just make it like, and now here's Matt Cardona and Danhausen. They're like, give them gimmicks, give them like
reasons to align to win a championship,
and actual like a connection between them, not just we didn't have anything better for you 2 guys.
Yeah, because like the Raw Tag Team Champions have been good with the Vision having the titles and having teams around them. The SmackDown Champions, the reason you can't remember them, Awful, is because it's R-Truth and Damian Priest and has been for a while. And
and by the way,
that just doesn't work.
R-Truth is injured on SmackDown and Logan Paul is injured on Raw. So this is actually kind of a perfect opportunity to figure why not? You know what? Austin Theory and Damian Priest, you're a tag team. You're defending those freaking titles. We're combining them.
Well, and SmackDown's going down to 2 hours, and I think that'll help. I kind of feel like they have this extra tag team because they need something to fill that 3 hours on SmackDown, because 3 hours it's too much. It's too long of a show. Yeah. And there's not enough real tag teams. If you want the easiest way to revamp the tag division, Dis nailed it. Make them actual tag teams where they're competing weekly on TV or like every other week, and they're a part of storylines where it's not just like, a singles guy here and a singles thing there, like what they do with the MFTs and stuff. Like, you need to have actual tag teams that you want to see that are like legitimate tag teams and not just 2 singles guys put together. Like, sure, that'll work.
Yeah, you don't have to have Enzo and Big Cass to make that happen. You don't need FTR to make that happen. You just need to really like what we saw on Saturday night's main event. Let's think about it. Both teams, they look like tag teams. They dress like tag teams. They're known for being tag teams. All you got to do is do that 6 or 7 more times with people that, just like you said, have a cause. Hey, you want to win the tag team? It could be as simple as that. Hey, you want to win the tag team championship?
You know who would be a good tag team right now? Right now, I think like Sami Zayn and Johnny Gargano would be a good tag team. Like a good heel.
AEW.
No, I mean, just I'm talking about like they're both like super. They get crazy heat. Both of them do.
Okay,
and put them together as like the whiny, bitchy AEW type tag team that everyone hates, I think is a great idea. And it would also keep Sammy out of everything else. I don't want Sammy to win King of the Ring. I don't want, keeping him away from that, getting him in the tag team scene. I actually disagree. I think Enzo and Big Bill or Kaz or whatever they're going to call him would be okay. I think Enzo got done wrong, and I think he deserves a second shot personally.
What's Seth Rollins doing right now?
Are you really? He's feuding with him and the Street Profits just made an alignment, kind of like a We don't have to like each other, but we're going to help each other type
Listen,
thing, so.
You know what would revive the tag team championship, the whole scene here? If you hook up somehow, you got to have two big stars. Seth Rollins and CM Punk try to go after the championship, the tag team championship. I don't know how you make that happen, but that's something that could really elevate the tag team division.
Probably have a better chance of Seth Rollins and LA Knight, though, I would think. I don't know.
Well, I guess the other thing about it is, like, do we really believe that WWE is going to do it? They say this every couple of years. They're like, we're really going to get behind the tag division. And they sign like 3 tag teams, and then 3 months, they do one big ladder match, and then it's over. I mean, is that where we're going to be? Jake, you get the last word here.
I would say the best idea is to unify them and then make it so where you have tag matches on Raw and SmackDown where, kind of like they do with the women's titles, where whoever the tag champions can float between both shows, and there's a reason to go after them or whatever with it. But having 2 separate tag champions just doesn't work.
Yeah. All right, guys, make sure also you are dropping a chat below. Make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed already. And if you have any comments or anything that you want to talk about, considering, with the stuff that we are talking about, then if you drop a super chat, we will get to it. Why does it keep going on? I'm not doing that. That's weird. I have to let the timer run.
Crazy.
It keeps, it's so weird, dude. I think it's because it's full. I think it's just freaking out because the stuff is full. But and if you want to comment on any topic that we are covering in 345, if you drop a super chat, we will hit it up at the end of the particular segment. So last night on Raw, King of the Ring kind of got announced out of nowhere, where LA Knight just came in and said, I'm going to be in King of the Ring. And they're like, oh, I guess we're doing a King of the Ring. So there's going to be a King of the Ring tournament, and it will finish up in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions, because they want to make me go crazy. I don't know why you have a pay-per-view called Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. Why are you doing the King of the Ring at Night of Champions? I don't understand it. But there will be a King of the Ring and a Queen of the Ring tournament. Triple H has confirmed that not only will it happen, but the winners will get title shots at SummerSlam. So
this is all just too much.
It's
this really is all just too much. Like,
okay, you know what? Let's just start it and you explain. What do you mean it's all too much? Go,
dude. When I'm now registering as a casual fan now. WWE, you're putting a lot of fucking shit out there. Like, dude, I had to watch.
What are they putting out there? Explain it. Go ahead.
I just said I'm a casual fan, man. All right, listen. I don't got all the time in the world to be wild. Like, I don't got 9 TVs to watch 9 different wrestling shows out here. I mean,
but King of the Queen. That's their pay-per-view next month.
Okay, great.
I mean, it's yeah.
God damn! Like every 2 weeks, there seems to be something.
They have a pay-per-view every month. I don't. What are you say? I'm just. This is.
And I'm saying it's too much.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Nothing new is what I'm saying.
I didn't say anything new, old. I said it's too much.
You're just getting
older. Stop trying to justify them having a fucking pay-per-view every fucking 2 weeks.
I'm not trying to justify that. I'm trying to justify why all of a sudden after 2
it isn't all of a sudden. As you know, if anybody's listening to the show, I'm like, you know what, dude, I'm tapping out. This is a lot of fucking wrestling. Just not on set.
I did not tell you to watch Double or Nothing. You chose to watch.
I chose to watch Double or Nothing, but I also realized, like, damn, it's Saturday night's main event and Clash in Italy, and it's just like, oh man, WWE is really.
I think it seems like Saturday night's main event right now is a contractual obligation. Like,
it's what keeping them on Peacock. Yeah,
they didn't.
I know he asked me to go first. Way to go, Captor. Thank you.
Fuck. What?
Jesus.
Just because I tell you to go first doesn't mean I can't interrupt you. This is a conversation.
That's what he's gonna do.
No, I
mean the pay-per-view schedule.
I wanted to.
Keep going.
Go ahead.
No, so the pay-per-view schedule's not that bad. It's because they've got the one in the Clash in Italy, because Saturday night's main event isn't a PLE. It's just an extra show they're doing basically so they can keep AEW away from NBC Universal. It's kind of how that seems.
I'll tell you this. I don't understand how, like, they've been doing the same pay-per-view schedule for what, 20 years now?
Right.
Pretty much.
How are we all of a sudden being like, oh my gosh, it's so much?
Because motherfuckers get old now. Things happen in life.
I just wanted you to say you were
for the
old.
kiddos.
I just wanted you to say you were old.
That's not what you wanted me to say. You wanted me to kowtow to the WWE schedule. Like,
No,
listen, dude,
I don't know.
you have to have endurance when you watch this shit.
No, I don't. It doesn't bother me. Look.
I know it doesn't bother you. I'm just saying it bothers me. I didn't say I want this to bother everybody. You asked me what my thought was. I said, God damn it, it's a little bit too much. That's it. For awful wrestling. Look at me. I have to dox myself.
For dox
for awful, yeah, for awful wrestling, it's a lot to take in. That's it.
You don't have to there's not another one until the end of June. That's when Night of Champions is. Then you get the beginning of August, middle of September, and then November. So it's been
say what you will about AEW. They let their shit breathe.
Not anymore. They just announced a new pay-per-view. They're Retribution.
Well, they're stupid too. God damn.
So, they've got I think it's the Forbidden Door in Dave's backyard in San Jose.
The Forbidden Door. They got Retribution. They have, and they don't forget about the 9,000 special editions of Dynamite they do every week, where it's like, oh, this one's from a ballpark.
Another 3-hour Dynamite. Oh god.
Here's Fight for the Fallen. Here's blah 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 blah. Like that's wrestling, dude.
Fairway to hell.
That's what wrestling is now, man.
Pickleball parade.
Let's get it on TV. All right. So who do we think's going to SummerSlam for the title? Let's get this in.
That's the thing is I gotta if it was just for King of the Ring and fine for it, I'd be like, that's perfect for LA Knight. He can wear the crown and do whatever. But for the title match at SummerSlam, I mean, we're all kind of assuming that Roman keeps the title in Italy. So I would almost think it'd have to be Seth, because then you got Seth and Roman having a big match at
because that was supposed to be at Mania at one point.
Yeah, I would think that would work. I mean, either that or maybe Braun Breaker if they want to think he's ready for that. I don't know.
You know what? I don't think LA Knight's crazy, actually, because I think that if anyone, I think Roman has like a weird soft spot for LA Knight. Like every time Roman comes back, he does something really nice for LA Knight. And the idea that Roman
gives him flowers.
Yeah, he's really weird. I don't know. He sees
and LA Knight keeps talking about Roman. Everything he's staying in that storyline by getting involved with the Usos and talking crap about Roman. So that you might not be wrong there.
I could see it be Roman.
And it could be a big marquee name, and then LA Knight loses. Yeah.
Who do you think's gonna go for the title at SummerSlam?
Ooh, Jey Uso maybe.
I mean, I don't.
Please God no.
I stopped the whole show in its tracks. Jey Uso, I mean, main event Jey Uso. I don't know. Like, I have to really take a look at the card to see who's going to be in it. Jey
Uso is in his I am very dedicated to the tribal chief phase right now. Like he seems more hardcore in with Roman than Jimmy does at this point. So the idea that they would take a sharp left turn and suddenly make him King of the Ring and have him fight Roman Reigns at SummerSlam kind of seems a little like it seems like they're cooling Jey off on purpose right now.
Especially if they want to continue the tag team division. The Usos are an easy tag team for someone to defend against or whatever. They need a good transitional champion.
I don't know. I'm thinking LA Knight. We didn't even get into the women. You want to give women guesses real quick? I mean, I don't care. Like I don't know.
Charlotte.
Yeah, there you go. That works. Charlotte and Jade. Yeah. Perfect.
There you go.
Jade wins and then Charlotte. Yep. Okay. I got it. That's good.
Did Naomi have her baby, by the way?
She did.
Yes. But she's, being a mama.
She's got to come back soon. I know.
I believe she had the baby in January, I believe, maybe somewhere. Something like that. I don't know.
We have another super chat from Luigi Tron for $5. Dose spasses out like Meltzer when WWE's gets spazzed out like Meltzer when WWE gets criticized by Awful. No, I don't. I'm just
you certainly fucking do. I agree wholeheartedly.
Dude, how many I sit here and listen. I support you on half the crap that you say you don't like about WWE.
But I think Luigi's gonna second witness, and sure is Jake.
What I do?
yeah. You're gonna agree to this.
Okay.
I was asked a question. I answered the question with my very own opinion. You're like, dude, they've been doing this forever.
Yeah, so
it's just like
that's a conversation, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you spazzed out. Started fussing.
Spazz out. That's what you guys. Okay.
No, his avatar didn't do the spaz dance. We're good.
Yeah. If we were in the middle of a bar and I did that, sure, yes, I'd be spazzing out. we're hanging out or we're on a podcast and I do that, that's called a reaction. That's what you do. But my point was is that
but you dig so deep with my simple answer, like
no, because I didn't know because I did. Okay. I think it's weird when people complain about stuff that's been going on for 20 years, okay? And you have not complained about it for the past 2 years that we've been doing this show. If you turned around tomorrow and be like, you know what? I actually do really like all of the really dumb shit they do in AEW. I'd be like, what are you talking about? I did the same thing because it goes
you're in for a treat tonight.
Of the 2 years of the show. No, I'm saying it goes, if you change your opinion on something and you have a very strong change,
just like the seasons change and just like the weather changes, like my opinion has changed. It felt like, you know what? And but to be real, I watched a lot of fucking wrestling this past weekend and I'm kind of like, oh, Jesus. And then you tell me about like Clash in Italy.
I think the thing is that you just watch too much wrestling. I don't watch that much wrestling. I watch Raw, I watch SmackDown, and then if there's a pay-per-view, I'll watch that. I'll catch clips of other shows online. If someone tells me something's really good, I'll watch it. But I'm not gonna take 3 hours or 6 hours out of my Sunday
I wouldn't tell people to not watch more wrestling.
Double or nothing.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to be watching all that kind of wrestling. Like,
Clash in Italy, I'll say I'm excited for. It's a good card. I think that's set up fairly well. Plus, it's on early in the day. It's not like you have to stay up. Like, it's on at like 11 o'clock for me in the afternoon, in the morning. It's like, all right, so it'll be fine.
Yeah,
you just let me know when we're talking about the Double or Nothing or something.
Do we have?
Are you going to go to sleep before then? Is that what you're
No, of course not.
You said you're going to let me know when we're going to talk about Double or Nothing. Like, you're going to go away.
That way I can jazzed up.
You love AEW now.
Take a sniff like, all right, let's talk about it.
Regina Sharp, $5. Damn it, awful. The content. Who will think of the content? This spazzing out is content. It is. It is content. It's absolutely true.
It is.
And Lifetime of Wrestling, a Canadian fan for $2.79. Welcome back, awful. You're like an uncle to us.
Oh,
a nice grumpy uncle
to two white girls.
Yep.
Really.
Oh fuck. What else?
I appreciate that.
All right. We are now moving on to do something a little fun here. So
yes,
our boy Ludwig Kaiser, El Grande Americano. We talked about this a little bit on This Is Awful this week. My man was arrested in Florida. The rumor, okay, so the police report states simply that his neighbor in an elevator saw him making out with his hot Mexican girlfriend and said, mind your manners. And then Ludwig Kaiser went nuts and beat the crap out of him. He then got arrested, or he then weeks later was arrested.
A little bit more than that, but
yeah. Well, we'll get to, I'm talking. Right. I said the police report.
Oh, all right.
I'm telling you what the police report said. And then, so he got arrested a few weeks later, posted bail of $1,000. They're letting him travel. It's a misdemeanor. It doesn't seem like they have footage, so they arrested him. But $1,000 misdemeanor doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Rumors since have come out that the man was. He said that. Hold on, I have the exact. I mean, it's an exact quote, but it's also a quote that was given through 3 different people. This is Kaiser told me, and then the wrestler told a podcaster, and then the podcaster said it. So, but the rumor was that they said you need to show some effing respect before I call ICE on that bitch. Talking about his girlfriend.
Okay.
So we don't, like I said, that's not in the police report. That's just something that people are saying. He said, I don't know.
Makes him a bigger baby face in Mexico. That's for sure.
That's absolutely for sure. It 1000% makes him a bigger face in Mexico. And I think it makes him, it's almost refreshing to see wrestlers doing stuff like this, beating up the normies. Like I kind of like it a little bit.
Pulling a Vader, as we say.
So we decided to go back a little bit, and we are going to take a look at, I'm going to make this full screen for everybody. We are going to make a tier list of professional wrestler mugshots. We have a big list of them down here. The rankings will go from New Jack to Eddie Guerrero to Nathan Jones to Crime Time to Nails. So
Nathan
I think
Jones, there's a blast from the past.
We all have a different way of judging a proper mugshot, right? I don't know what you guys like. I don't. Ewan's asking if there's any pictures of her videos of his girlfriend. She's the announcer for AAA, dude. That's like they're doing a whole storyline with them too in AAA. So you can go just look up, Ludwig Kaiser girlfriend. You'll find thousands of them. So we are going to,
but not one for the show.
Not one for the show. I'm not. Well, because it's not relevant. I didn't think it'd be like, hey, let's look at how hot his girlfriend is. I didn't think that was very relevant to the topic.
Shit's in context. That's for damn sure.
So, he just didn't want to get slapped by Kaiser, man.
Yeah.
So we have a group of mugshots here from different wrestlers. We're going to be taking a look at them. And I don't know how you judge them, but best is top, bottom is worst. And you guys can use your own, minds to figure whatever criteria you want to use personally is up to you. But our first mugshot here is Jack Swagger. So Jack Swagger, man, he's not looking too hot. Does anybody remember what Jack Swagger was arrested for? Was this drunk driving or?
It looks like it.
What was it? So Jack Swagger, I will say he is the only one who has the classic, I believe. Let me look down the list here. Yeah, he's the only one who has the actual oh no, there's Austin has it down here too. The lineup chart or the height chart behind him.
I'll pull up on my other screen when we pull him up. I'll try to pull up what they were arrested for. He was arrested in February of 2013. He was pulled over for speeding after a SmackDown in Biloxi. And yes, it was driving under the influence of DUID on marijuana.
Okay, so this is when he was active.
He looks high.
Yeah. It is kind of shocking because he's puffy. He doesn't look like an actor performer here. This looks more like he's been out of the business for like 3 or 4 months. So this is a pretty average mugshot. There's nothing that strikes me. There's nothing that makes me go, wow, this is like, it's just a normal mugshot.
It's a driver's license.
He looks really fat in it. If anything, I think it might be low. I think we might be looking Crime Time here because some of the mugshots, people look like tough or good, and he does not look good at all. So I personally would probably put it.
There's nothing special with this one.
But awful. Jake, do you have any?
I mean, I could even put him at Nails. Like, there's nothing exciting about this one for it.
It's not only that exciting; it's actively terrible.
Yeah.
Let's put him in Crime Time for now. We can switch these up a little bit later.
We got more coming. Yeah.
Some of these have names, some of them don't. I don't know why, but I'm gonna put them up here just so you can see them. The next one here is Jimmy Uso. I believe this is his second mugshot.
Right. Yeah, no, you pull up Jimmy Uso. There's 4 different.
Jimmy Uso has multiple mugshots in here. Yeah. Of his mugshots, this is pretty apt. His beard's kind of scraggly, though. He's not making he just looks high.
Did we see that body cam of this?
I don't think it was this one that we saw.
No, I think you watched the body cam from July of 2021. I think this is July of 2019.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this was
yeah.
Oh man,
Jimmy didn't do so well in July. 4th of July parties really get Jimmy Uso, man.
So this is Uso. I mean, I guess it's a little bit better than Swagger. Any thoughts? Anybody
Again, it looks like a driver's license. Like there's nothing really standing out.
Why do both of them look like their left eye is just drooping?
So would you say
that's how it goes, buddy?
Are we going Swagger adjacent or are we going?
Yeah, I would say for me, it's the exact same as Swagger. I mean, there's not much difference between the two of them with it. They both got drooping.
Their lips are both red.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go with that. Next up, we got Lita. Now, this one. Here's the thing I'll say about this one. I'm pretty sure
you pulling it at Eddie Guerrero.
I'm just placing it somewhere so people can look at it. I'm just focusing on it. I'm not putting it in any spot specifically yet.
You just did.
Because I had to bring it up to focus on it. Awful. There's nowhere else to put it. I have to put it here. I'll put it there. Right. There. Are you happy now? I put in Nathan Jones. I said started. I'm going to put them up, and it doesn't mean anything where I put them at first because we're going to discuss it. So,
for the third time in a row. I mean, looks like a DL.
I think Lita's looks bad. Like for Lita, especially for this time. When was this, Jake? When
2011. 2000, but she's sober in this one because it was just excessive speeding, but she had a license that was either suspended or revoked. That's why she got arrested. Which should have been like a super speeding ticket, but yeah.
So she's sober. She's not wearing makeup. Like, I'm sure
she looks like she's about to get into MMA.
Okay. See, I personally, I actually would put her a little above the other two, but I don't know if that's just because she's a woman, or if it's if it's just like, well, it's naturally more pleasant to look at because it's a woman. Because
both of her eyes are open, so I have to put her. She gets a step up for that me, just for that alone.
And she's not obviously wasted, so I would put her a little above. Awful, you're still sticking with notch below though. You're still around crime time.
Yeah, I mean, if it looks like a driver's license, I think it goes in the crime time slot.
Okay, I'll give. Oh, maybe
that's.
Okay, yeah, I get you. We'll do it down there. Now our next one is X-Pac. Now, awful. I'm putting X-Pac and Nathan Jones. That's not where he's going to end up. That's just where I have to put him.
Do you have a Chris Benoit slot? Because Jesus Christ, what is going on with X-Pac?
To me, I'm going straight Eddie Guerrero. I think this one is upper tier for X-Pac here. For entertainment purposes. Okay.
Why are his lips black?
He's smiling. He's got bad
because
teeth.
of what he was arrested for.
What was he arrested for?
METH. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that one on air. So METH.
Hey, George
hanging out with Methany.
George has a court date, by the way. Or has a mugshot, by the way. So maybe we need to dig up the George captured mugshot someday.
The haters are already on it.
To me, I this is the kind of mugshot I want to see. He's smiling. He's happy. He's like, yeah, I did that. I'm really high right now too.
Shawn Michaels smile with Bret Hart's hair.
Yeah. And I guess
not having sunny days now, are you?
In Lita's skin somehow. I don't know what happened.
He was also arrested at the airport too. Like if you're at the airport high on and having possession, that almost might be New Jack just for what it was on that one. Jesus, Pac. That's rough, dude.
You sure that's not an autopsy photo?
Once for his career.
Yeah.
Wait, is he didn't he die? Did he die?
No, he did not die.
No, he didn't die.
I don't know.
He got clean. He got clean not that long after this, I think.
That's right. He's clean now. I couldn't remember if he died or.
And he had a pretty good podcast, if you ask me, for a little bit. The one with the bumblebee as his microphone or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
he's an entertaining.
That was not
guy.
a bad podcast. Anyway,
yeah, he's an entertaining guy. So are you with me? Are you with? This is more entertaining. It's at least something he's trying. I'm going to give him a little bump on that.
Yeah,
what do you
fair.
guys think?
He's trying to keep it together. Sure.
Yeah,
he can stay in Eddie Guerrero's slot.
He's giving it a shot.
Whatever that criteria is.
He's doing his best. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my God! In heaven, I saw somebody, and I don't want. Anyway,
we'll get there. We got Scott Hall here, Mr. Machismo. Almost had his own line over here. I almost said Razor Ramon. So for those of you who don't know, these are guys who had criminal gimmicks. And also one who is a legitimate criminal. Two, I guess. Nathan Jones was a real criminal too.
Yeah, no, that was what he came. His whole thing was he was released from the Australian prison and came to WWE.
So we got Scott Hall here. This one just makes me sad. You know what I mean?
This one's rough.
I'm not.
He's not even looking at the camera. That's just You feel like there's almost like a hand holding his head up. Yeah,
he's still looking at the pen.
Like you go up to X-Pac. X-Pac's happy to be there. He's having a good time.
Well, Scott Hall is not happy to be there.
You look down at Jack Swagger and Jey Uso, and they're just like, and Lita, they're like, yeah, whatever. Scott Hall, he's sad. He looks sad.
Put him in New Jack. It might be.
You're going hot. You're going New Jack. You think it goes up here, huh?
I think I'm going to agree with the chat. Yeah, I think New Jack needs company there with Scott Hall.
This isn't even the worst Scott Hall arrest picture. I found another one that's worse.
I think you might have it down there. Actually.
Okay, you might. Yeah, I don't know. Oof,
I don't know.
Oh my God, you did.
My list, so
you're a motherfucker.
This isn't my list. No, this isn't my list. I didn't make these. So, Okay, so we're gonna have New Jack. We're gonna have Scott Hall up top in the New Jack territory.
Right.
You know what? If for nothing else, kind of a lifetime achievement award for mugshots. You know.
Because there's a list that I type in Scott Hall arrest. There's just multiples there.
Right.
You know what? To be quite honest with you, X-Pac's mugshot is worse than Scott Hall's.
When
you look at its side, I think
it's
well, that's because of what that's like what he's on. Like Scott's
Scott's just a little under the bottle.
So you think we should switch him?
What do you think, chat? I think we should switch them.
You know what? Here's what we'll do for now. How about this? For now,
put them both up there.
It's fair.
And now, bringing up the next one.
Who's this?
I don't know.
I want to see that.
Really don't know.
I didn't put this. I did not pick the people.
What's her name?
So here, the website
Tennille
doesn't
Dashwood
let you take them away. It only lets you add them.
Okay,
so
that's Emma.
Oh, Emma.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that is Emma. That's Emma.
Yeah.
Okay. She's not. I think she's right.
Emelina
out here in driver's license territory, right? Like,
she actually looks a little drunker than. Yeah, right. I was just about to say she looks a little drunker than the other driver's licenses.
I said prettier, but I guess we know about my type now, right?
I guess
we already did.
I like
half in the bag.
Chicks.
That's his type. Hammered.
Yep. I mean,
Easy.
you know, she's trying. She has a little bit of makeup on. It looks like sad makeup. Like it kind of looks like she might be crying a little bit. It's more of a dumpster fire than this row here, right?
And she was arrested for stealing an iPad. She shoplifted an iPad. Not even iPad. An
she
iPad mini
shoplifted
case.
an iPad.
An iPad mini case is what she shoplifted apparently in 2014.
I'm gonna put her a little above the driver's license territory. I because she's a bit of a dumpster fire. You know, I
can put her there.
Yeah, I'm kind of here. I'm kind of right in the middle here. I'm kind of.
She was in her Winona Ryder era. Jesus.
Okay, one of the best of all time.
Oh yeah,
you got the Big Show, Paul White.
I think this is when he was still the Giant too. I think this is early. This is like 1998.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, leaping on the job there, Show.
Yeah, what's going on?
So yeah, this is a class. Anytime you go to like wrestler mugshots, this is one of the first ones that come up. It's a classic one. Big Show has his eyes closed.
In shame.
Is it shame or is he asleep? Because he kind of looks like he's asleep.
I think it could be a little bit of both because the shame, because apparently he was arrested for exposing himself to a female employee at a hotel.
Yeah, as Beard said in the chat, and he apparently told her,
yeah,
that's why they call me the Giant.
And she laughed at him, so he's embarrassed. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, this has to be Guerrero or New Jack. The eyes closed really sell it.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite up with the Scott Hall, but I'd go Guerrero. I think
we're setting up the old NWO up there.
Yeah, really, you ain't kidding.
All right.
Life.
We're bringing up another one.
Put it at the top.
Right up top.
Actually, you know what? No. Because it looks worse than Scott Hall. See, Scott Hall needs to be moved. Like he needs to be kind of like where Nathan Jones is. Now that it's all becoming so clear.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I would go
just like, yeah.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is. Seriously,
that's got to be Missy Hyatt.
Is it Missy Hyatt? I thought it was Deborah.
Deborah?
Or is it Linda Hogan?
Oh, it's Linda Hogan. It all became
yes,
clear.
Yes. Yeah, there it is.
That's Linda Hogan.
Yeah, she just looks atrocious. It's people who like you have trouble recognizing.
It's definitely not Sunny. It's definitely not Sunny.
No, it's not Sunny.
It's definitely not Sunny. We'll get to Sunny. I want to say that's Linda Hogan. I don't really know why she's here, to be honest.
Wrestling adjacent.
Yeah, wrestling. Well, you know what? They're saying that's not Linda. They're saying it's not Linda. Is it Deborah?
Okay, who is it?
Is it Deborah?
It doesn't look like Deborah.
Come on, chat. Hit us up. But here, you know what? I will. And the chat's not sure. Nobody knows who this mystery woman is, so I will let Google decide here. We will go here, and they're saying it looks like Deborah. I said looks like Deborah, and let's see what Google says. Google says that it is. Yeah, Google isn't picking it up.
Yeah, I genuinely have no idea.
It's just like random white whore.
I don't know. Yeah, I did not. The only ones that I added to this list are where are they? They're not even here anymore. I added Kaiser and I added Cash, but they're not even here. They disappeared. So we will Jillian Hall, maybe they're saying Jillian Hall.
I mean,
okay,
we
Jillian
don't know
Hall.
who the hell it
Beard
is.
said Jillian Hall. It's Jillian Hall. That's what we're going with. Okay, so
yes, it is. It is Jillian Hall. Confirmed.
Okay.
I'm on the internet. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Yep.
What did Jillian Hall get arrested for?
Give me a second here. We're pulling that up. Domestic.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it says in 2012. Yeah. Domestic violence.
DV.
Yeah.
Good old DV. She had to scratch a bitch.
I agree with Awful though. This is a dumpster fire.
Yes, this is rough.
This needs to be up top. When
we're all struggling to figure that out. Yeah, it's pretty
so do you
tough.
go to New Jack or was this done with Big Show?
No, it goes up to the New Jack spot.
You're right up there. Okay.
We barely understood what the hell she looked like. We didn't know who she was. She's atrocious.
She was arrested for stealing neckbeard.
Stealing my
Oh God!
Battered her husband apparently. Which they divorced right after.
By the way, if you aren't named AEW Neckbeard and you want your comment featured on the show, go ahead and send a super chat. I think during this one too, I'll try to get them as we get them. But we will definitely hit it up at the end of the segment if we don't. Next one up, I legitimately thought this was Logan Paul at first. But
who the fuck is it?
Wade Barrett.
Yeah, Wade.
You sure that's not Nicola Piccolo? Because God damn it. That was a spitting fucking image of Nicola Piccolo, super agent to the stars.
He's got too much hair to be Nick.
It's Nicola Piccolo 15 years ago. That's who.
Like,
the picture
right before Paradigm.
Years ago. Yeah, that is 18 years ago. It's June 2008. Outside of he got a fight.
That's Wade Barrett. Put him way down at the bottom. Like that doesn't even look like a mugshot. It just looks like he just got out of the gym.
It looks like that, like for a college football game when they're showing the lineup.
Yeah, right. The roster.
End. Yeah.
So is this our first? This is our first bad one. Is this our first fails? Okay.
I mean, it's less than a driver's license. It looks like some shit that you know, it's from a roster page or some shit.
Okay, now
Awesome Kong, same thing. Yeah,
Awesome Kong.
It's like a personal trainer one.
Yeah,
Awesome Kong or Wade Barrett?
No, Barrett. Wade Barrett.
Okay, Awesome Kong looks like she was arrested at a laundromat. You know,
laundromat.
Like that's the impression that I get from this image.
that's the image they gave her while she was feeding coins to their machine.
Yeah, she got arrested. Okay, here's what happened with Awesome Kong. You know those machines that you get your detergent out of. The detergent didn't come out, and she just banged on it for like an hour, and eventually the cops came and arrested her. And this is
Did
the
she
photo.
headbutt it with her nose?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's the actual reason that Awesome Kong got?
She was driving on a suspended license.
Okay.
Yep, she's right where she needs to be.
Yeah.
Like just they don't even look like mugshot pictures.
I gotta tell you though,
they look like cuts out of something.
This one here, we got the glamour shot coming up with Roman Reigns. Look at that man. Look at it with that hair, with the feather hair.
Yeah, you don't have a tier that's called the model Rick Martel. Like, put him down there. Like, he has no, like, this photo has no business. Like, what is this, an 8x10?
Exactly, yeah. This should have an autograph on it or something.
Put it in the driver's license, I think.
Okay.
Driver's license right there.
I could make a new tier. I could just make one called, like, okay. This one's going up high, man. This is the specific.
Who is that?
That's Jimmy Uso again.
Jimmy Uso again. Yeah, that's the first one. That's the first Jimmy Uso.
That's the one. That's the gold standard of Jimmy Uso mugshots, in my opinion. Here, you got the scar on top. You got the smirk. Yeah, he's got the like the eyebrow shavings on the side there. You know,
the terrible dreadlocks, like the thin dreadlock. Yeah, that's bad.
But I don't know if this is quite up with Big Show. I'm thinking Nathan Jones. Personally, that's where I would put So I think it's better than a driver's license. But he's not asleep, so it's hard for me to put him in the big show category there. But a group effort here. Awful. What do you think? Where should we put him?
I like where he's at, but he also looks disheveled. So he might have to accompany the big show.
You think so? I do like the eyes that are glazed over, where it looks like he barely knows what's going on right now, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the Eddie Guerrero was reserved for like wacky eye people.
Yeah. Okay.
There you
I like
go.
that.
Wacky eyes.
I like how this is developing as we
Fair.
go. We're
No, this is
figuring
good.
out what the criteria is here.
We're figuring out as we go along.
So there's this one.
Dude, you know where that goes. You know where that goes.
That one goes down here.
Like, really? I mean, come on now. That's a Baywatch photo.
Yeah, this is
Who was that? Charlotte, by the way?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yes,
this is not a Baywatch photo. This is the Homeowners Association website profile photo. Right?
Charlotte Flair,
Sharon
HOA
from down
agent.
the block.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
looks like she's going to call the police because your boat is too big. You know, like that's what she looks like.
Make sure you mow the lawn every Tuesday.
Right.
Your hedges aren't trimmed to the proper length. They're 3 inches too high. Yeah.
Real estate agent, Charlotte Flair.
And
From 2008, too. That's old. Oof.
because we didn't have enough
back.
already.
I mean, yeah.
3 times, man. He did 3 times the Charmer. Oh, that's the
ridiculous.
middle
The
one.
three-peat.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
The three-peat. This one might be better. This might actually make me move this down here.
If you
Right?
do, you gotta no, that's fine, but like move it, like replace the Scott Hall, like move him down and then move him where Scott Hall is. Just flop those two, because then we got a row of Jimmies.
Okay,
you go.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
A row
Okay,
of
yeah.
Jimmy. There you
Yep.
go. That's good look. I
Tic
like
tac toe.
that.
We win.
Yeah,
But yeah, now awful. You were the one who fought for Jimmy to be up higher. The first one.
Oh, he's
seeing
higher.
this
Oh,
one,
he's higher.
You agree that this one belongs more next to Big Show than the previous Jimmy Uso mugshot? I mean,
You know what it is? Here, check it out. If you put that Jimmy Uso where you have your cursor at and you put it right above Crime Time Jimmy Uso, it's like a progression going all the way to the top. Like, yep,
You're just
he's
talking about
sober,
aesthetics.
he's a little drunk, and at the top, it would be like, I'm stoned, I'm hammered, and I got to get cornrows.
Yeah, I like how you guys just want the aesthetics. You're just
Yeah,
like,
it's
what
good.
looks good on TV?
Good, man. We're just trying to be no, it's like in one he's stoned, in one he's drunk, in the other he's both.
Right.
It's a combo. Yeah, I get you.
But you can
Well,
leave it
Jimmy
as is.
Yeah, that's good. stuff.
I think these two are pretty interchangeable, but I'm going with this one just because
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero seems to be the sleepy tier, and he looks far more sleepy in this one than he does in this one. So that's what I'm thinking here. Okay, now we got everyone's favorite. I mean, this one is one of those that's either up here or down here, right? Like the fact
Driver's license.
but she looks so like, I don't know. She looks so much like Liv Morgan. We didn't
can
have
fix
any
her.
problem knowing who this person was.
I can fix her. That's what that is. That's the
You need
I
to-
can fix her mugshot.
Yeah. You need
This is
to
the
actually
mugshot, yeah.
switch Liv and Roman.
Okay, yeah. I agree.
you go.
I agree. Yeah, this is the mugshot that ends up on the website that's like hotgirlmugshots.com.
Right, yeah.
That's what that is. She, looking good.
Liv
Is
Morgan's always been striking to me. Like,
I know. Yeah,
It's
those
like-
eyebrows. It's those eyebrows.
yeah, there's like it kind of transcends lustiness and like sex. It's just like, wow, you're just striking,
She's pretty.
strikingly
She's just
beautiful.
pretty. She's just pretty.
Yeah.
And I messaged you guys last night about Roxanne. Roxanne kind of has that same feel about her to me, and it makes me feel very old and dirty.
Roxanne's got big ass eyes
I like
and
big,
big
eyes.
ass.
That's probably my,
Big
I like
ass,
it.
yes. That's it, yeah.
I'm a fan of eyes. So, is this Charmel or is
Yes.
this okay? Because
It looks like
Charmel
Charmel, I think.
and Raka Khan look alike, so I wasn't sure if it was which one it was because I know Raka Khan also got arrested. So and they don't look
Again.
alike. They don't look alike if you view them in person, but I'm saying this close up, it's hard to tell. If you view
Instead-
them from afar, you can easily tell the difference. But
Instead of saying sheriff's office at the top, if it said Revlon, then we'd be on point. That doesn't look like an Eddie Guerrero picture. That looks like another 8x10.
oh, I
or
know.
some
I was
sort
just
of-
like I said, I was just
Oh,
putting
okay,
there
yeah.
to look at. So So you're saying down all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, it's like, and now I'm looking at Wade Barrett like he may have to go into the driver's license category.
Yep, I kind of agree. I agree. Actually, I was just thinking that. And you know what? I think
kind of like with her too, like with the
yeah. I think I'm feeling that.
Like the photographer sneezed at the DMV, and that's all he was able to get.
Next up. That's not where he's going. I'm just putting it there. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Eddie Guerrero.
He's in the jumpsuit, man. Yeah, I'm going up. He's got. I don't know if that's really a jumpsuit, but it's
just an orange polo.
Like a jumpsuit, you know. It's
could
like
it could be a Texas polo.
I don't know.
Nah, because he looks like Stone Cold.
That's true. He does look like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah.
And if it weren't for the ruler behind him, he'd be definitely in the driver's license category.
It's like a match graphic for Armageddon.
Yeah.
Got poor Ted DiBiase Jr. down here.
He's got the look.
License? Is that a driver's
I don't know.
license?
He's got the look. You may have to go up one more.
Oh, you think so? Oh, yeah. He is a little glazed over, isn't he?
Yeah.
But you know what, though? If we're doing that.
Little sauce.
If we're doing that, though, I think Jack Swagger might have to move up, too.
Jack Swagger just looks like he's arrogant. He doesn't look drunk.
Okay. I'll give it to you. I'll give that to you. I'll give it. Yeah, it looks like he has swagger. I get what you're saying.
Hey-yo.
All right, good one.
I don't know who this is. I'm going to put her up top.
Caitlyn.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot about Caitlyn. No, this goes all the way to the bottom.
That's a driver's license.
Yeah, no. She's all the way to the bottom. She just looks like Caitlyn.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You know, now this one I love. Jeff Hardy.
That's a driver's license if I ever seen one. Yep.
Oh, that's a yearbook, man.
Yeah, that is a yearbook.
No, that's a yearbook photo. You're putting
or if you're at like a music venue and the next acts are coming up next week, they're just a picture of Jeff Hardy. Yeah.
Oof.
That might go. But here's the thing. The thing about Jeff Hardy, though, is that he might be so high that he's happy.
Yeah, but now you just convinced me. It looks like an 8x10. It looks like you would get that autographed by Jeff Hardy.
Oh, I'm sure he's autographed that.
He looks like he was the excuse me. He looks like he was the basis for like Tantric or Methods of Mayhem or something back in the day. And that
Puddle of Mud.
Monster Magnet. Fuck. He was the basis for Monster Magnet, and now he got
Power Man 5000.
Yeah. That's what he looks like. I'm with you. Okay, Kurt. Kurt.
Really?
Look at his eyes. Look at
Nathan Jones.
You want to?
Nathan Jones is wacky eyes.
You're right. He's not asleep. But he is.
Oh, he's definitely not asleep.
Over, and he's.
And you don't want to fuck with him in any condition that he may be in.
Okay, fair enough.
Unless he's sleeping.
I don't even know, man. Even if he is sleeping,
right?
Muscle memory just grab you and your ankle lock.
Santino here is pure driver's license, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
there's nothing really.
He looks AI driver's license. Like, here's what Santino Morel looks like when he's 35.
What did Santino get arrested for? Drunk driving,
DUI.
Probably.
DUI.
Yep. They all get arrested for drunk driving.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like the general answer if you're not sure. DUI.
Man, I want to. If you look long enough at this picture, you're gonna fall in love with Roman Reigns.
No, you're not.
No, I'm
Jeez, where are you taking this?
Why? You know what's weird is that they have the watermarks over it. Like this is a Getty image. Like
right.
you're not allowed to use this.
Certainly is.
Suffer and succotash.
Okay, I think this is pure Nathan Jones. Personally, we'll put it there for now. But I want to.
Alex Riley.
Okay, Alex Riley. Yeah.
I was like,
so he's half asleep. He looks right there with Teddy. Like right around the same. He's definitely not happy to be there, but that's
DUI.
That's where I'm looking. Awful. What do you think?
I got no problem with him being there. I had no idea what the guy was.
Alex Riley. He was with the Miz.
Did anybody else?
Sure. Okay. Whatever, dude. If you say so.
Mrs. Lackey. I mean,
he was Mrs.
I do
Lackey,
remember that. I remember that.
He said that John Cena ruined his career. So
Yeah.
that's what he was known for. Next up. Oh boy.
Didn't we already get this one? Did we already have this one? Isn't this what's her face?
Oh, that's an 8x10 if I ever saw one.
We're going up. We'll go right next to it.
Jesus Christ.
Please tell me that's the same person.
I don't think it is.
Oh God. All right. Well, then
That who was that supposed to be?
Plastic surgeon. Then if it's not the same person, then the same.
I thought
surgeon.
this was Missy Hyatt.
Mm.
They're saying Sunny. It's dude. That's not Sunny.
That can't be Sunny.
No, that's not. I know. I've looked at Sunny enough throughout my life. I can tell you who Sunny is. That is not Sunny.
That's Missy Hyatt.
I think that's Missy Hyatt.
I think it's got to be Missy Hyatt.
Missy Hyatt. Yeah, because Sunny. We'll go to Sunny. I mean, Sunny's right.
It's
here.
Missy Hyatt if she got beat up by the Stone Cold Steve Austin right below.
I don't know. I'm looking at a different picture of Missy Hyatt from her when she was wrestled in 2015. That doesn't look like her.
Beth Phoenix?
No fucking way. Ain't Beth Phoenix. What are you talking about?
Kat said Beth Phoenix. So
well, they're
I'm just
fucking with you.
Well, I'm going to try to do a Google image search on this one too. See if I can. No, they're saying it's Beth.
So what? Two people said it was Beth, and they're both trolls. Luigi and Ewan. Come on now.
Ewan's not a troll.
All right.
Ewan's not
half troll.
Yeah. I don't know about Luigi, but Ewan's not a troll. Yeah.
Ewan will clarify that.
Google did not pick it up. Nicole Simpson.
Is it Nicole Simpson?
I mean, according to Google, Beth Phoenix has never been arrested. I don't know. I got nothing.
I'm asking.
Hey, get help with your tab and task with Gemini and Chrome, by the way.
Swing base. I did not make this list. Okay. Everyone keeps saying you should have. I didn't. This isn't my thing here. I'm trying to find out. I asked Gemini. Gemini didn't answer me. I don't know. We will find out.
We're gonna go with Missy Hyatt.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same person. I honestly think those two are the same person. I think they're both Jillian Hall, I guess.
Well, I mean, we can easily, if somebody can look up Missy Hyatt mugshot and we can find out if that's her. I will.
The one that I found was not that. I found a Missy Hyatt mugshot that was different, but that was
Stone Cold looks like he's chuckling to her. I put a number on you, didn't I, bitch?
Yeah, that's the problem with this too, is that this image was just in a thing with other mugshots.
Okay, well,
when it's a blonde, Google just thinks all blondes are the same people. So I don't really.
We'll get it out of here. If we don't know who it is, like, if you can delete it.
I mean, I can just
the Hyatt.
We can skip it. I was going to skip it originally. But, all right. If anybody can figure that out, we will put her back.
Let us know.
But
yeah.
For now, we're looking at Brock Lesnar.
Everybody knows where that goes. Thank you. I mean, it goes without saying. Yeah. Like, come on, dude. This was his university ID card.
It's university. I mean, yeah, University of Minnesota, right there. Yeah.
Okay. So Regina Sharp, they're saying it is Jillian Hall. It is.
That's what That's what I was saying. It had to be this with the nose and the mouth. It's the same person.
Yeah, they're saying it is officially Jillian Hall. When was this one done?
I think it might have been around the same time. I think she had some trouble with her husband. I don't think they're that far apart.
Oh man, poor Jillian Hall. Now, if this
after and then way after,
it's got to be up top again, right? I mean, it's just it's worse
brutal.
Than the first.
I was just gonna say if the other one's there, that
it is definitely Jillian Hall. So,
Jesus.
Jillian Hall gets two of the. You can see where they put a wart on her. It makes sense when you look at that picture. Okay. Shawn Michaels, when he was in, this was when he was in Warrant.
Shawn Michaels,
he does look like he's been cropped out of holding a guitar.
Yeah, back when he was the drummer for Cinderella, Shawn Michaels took a picture like this.
You know what makes it funnier? This is the fact that I don't know any of these bands. I could just totally
you're not
I could totally picture them. Oh shit, that's hilarious.
So
I do know Warrant though.
Okay, Shawn Michaels. It's gotta be down with Jeff Hardy and stuff, right? Like I
guess so. Yeah, like
that's a glamour. He looks like he went to Glamour Shots in 1994. And
that's feathered hair, man.
Yeah,
Glamour Shots. Oh,
like he just turned.
Yeah,
he just turned and fucking showed off his waves.
Regina Sharp for $5. Damn it off. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Regina Sharp for $5. Roman Reigns mugshot looks like the guy at a 70s disco. who was swimming in Tang until he ran out of drugs. Thank you, Regina Sharp.
If it was the 80s, he's swimming in Tab.
All right, I'm gonna save the big one for last. Next up, we have Jimmy Uso. Jimmy, man.
You mean Jay?
That's
Sorry,
Jay, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I misspoke. Jay Uso here. He's what's the lips, man? See, you know who I also added to this was Booker T, and it looks like he got removed. So we will just we all know the Booker T shot, right?
Yes.
Everyone knows the Booker T. Actually, I could add it. You guys discuss Jay real quick, and I'll add Booker T.
While we watch you do this whole thing.
Remove that. I'm not dumb. You guys aren't looking at my pictures.
Oh shit!
Don't hit the letter P, X.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Look, it came back. Isn't that amazing?
All right. So what do we got here?
Oh shit! We got Andre too.
What were we on? We
were on Jay Uso.
Jay Uso. So who are we thinking about? Where are we thinking Jay Uso? Are we thinking Nathan Jones in the right territory?
Either that or above.
I might put him above. I might put him up
with the closed kind of eyes and the mouth. Yeah.
Maybe right there next to his brother, hanging out. I think that looks about right. What do you think,
guys?
The
Usos are now in your holding cell.
Intake.
This is keeping his tasteful collection of erotic art private.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Oh, it's not tasteful, y'all.
No, it is. I just have, I used to collect art books. So do you ever do that? By the way, when you were like 9 or whatever, you go to the library, you go to the art section, and you just look at boobs. Am I the only one who did that? Never? I'm the only one who did that?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. That's what you do when you had to go to the bookstore with your mom. You were like, I'm gonna go look at coloring books, and then you run to the art section and look at boobs. That was the boob. Awful didn't sound like he did that. I don't think Awful did that.
He was hanging out at the club. But Awful just leave us. He's like, we're done with you.
Awful gone. Okay. He really is. Is he muted? I can't. Oh no, he's not muted.
No, not that I can see.
Oh well. Awful. Yeah. We miss you. We love you.
I'm right here. What the hell?
Okay. Did you do that back in the day? Did you go to bookstores and look at boobs when you were a kid?
No.
Really? You didn't
know at bookstores?
No, dude. So when you were, if you went to if you were to like Barnes and Noble, you went to the art section, right? There would be a bunch of books where you could see boobs. So when you were like 9, you would go there, and that's how you would see boobs. That was the way that us.
I just want you to know that I'm not 60 years old, but at the same time, I'm also not like 14. So I didn't do any of that at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
Or Borders or anything. Nah, dude. I think I was looking at I think I was trying to find wrestling related books. Also, I was checking out maps.
Oh yeah, because you were a nerd. That's right.
I was kind of a nerd when it came to that, but
you were actually. It's kind of interesting. You were looking.
What am I looking at? Ann Leibovitz photos to see if
amateur wrestling, right? Like that's what you were.
No. Pro wrestling biographies. This is around the time when like Mick Foley had a nice day and all that shit. Hate to bore you with the fucking details.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not bored.
I didn't go to Borders to look at titties.
This is very entertaining to me. Chris Jericho. Would you go driver's license or would you go nails? Where would you like
driver's license all the way?
License picture.
Not quite 8x10, but definitely. I don't know. You know what though? Look at his eyes, he's a little glazed over. Like this might go up one here. Like let's look at him next to Teddy.
I don't know. I think with the frosted tips, it looks like your driver's license. Like he got dolled up for it.
Yeah, but look at him right next to Teddy. Doesn't that? I mean, not Teddy. Yeah. Alex Riley. Doesn't that kind of fit with them two together? Like, look at those eyes. You know.
Sorry, pal.
3 interchangeable.
I mean, if I'm outvoted, I'm outvoted. But I think it's a driver's license.
Okay, no, I'm outvoted, so that's totally fine.
Yeah. I'm going with driver's license too. Yeah,
2 driver's license. I just wanted to plead my case. Ric Flair. I don't know which arrest this was, but Ric Flair is there. Definitely driver's license category, right?
Yeah. Oh, get the fuck out of here! Are you serious? He looks a little wonky. I think he's probably 1 tier up.
That's just Ric Flair's look at that.
Oh, I need to look at him. I need to look within the context of, like, let's put him next to Scott Hall.
There you go. That's looking about right. I don't even know what Stone Cold's doing way so high. Like
Stone Cold's up there because he's I give him extra points because he wore an orange shirt and made it look like he's in a we're judging the photos, not the man, right? So
he picked the wrong day to wear a Texas burnt orange polo.
Yeah, like he knew the assignment. He needed to take a photo that looked like he was in prison, and that's what that man did. Yeah, I think Flair fits in right about there, and then we can move down. I'm gonna say let's bring up the new guy. Let's bring in the kid, Ludwig Kaiser.
The kid.
Okay, this one I think goes up actually, which is weird because he wasn't arrested for being under the influence. It wasn't a DUI. It wasn't drugs.
Yeah, because he turned himself in because the incident happened in April, and then he turned himself in recently. Yeah,
German guilt.
But he definitely does look like he looks like he's on drugs. You know what I mean? Like he looks like he could be. So I think that's where it fits. I think it has to. Is he German? I can't remember.
Yes.
Anyway,
yes, he's very.
I thought
German.
he was like Austrian or something.
No, that's Gunther.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, I get him mixed up. Same thing.
Yeah, I don't. Trust me, I don't. I'm kidding.
No, he doesn't.
I'm kidding.
It took me a second. I get it now. I get it. You can like.
Took me a fourth of a second. I'm always on that. I'm always on riding that wave, my friend.
I had to. Hey, you're gonna set me up for it. I'm gonna take a swing at it. I had to. Oh fuck.
All right, and next up, Andre. I gotta say, for Andre the Giant, man, this is pretty good. He's got the sideburns going. This was in the
this is late Andre. This is late.
So I don't know, man. I'm thinking I can't decide though if it's gonna be.
This is very easy.
If it's gonna be here.
If you're asking me,
what
you put him right next to Stone Cold. He's got all the hallmarks of Jailhouse.
What? Yeah, you're totally right. You're actually right. Now that I think about it. But we can't move him right next to Stone Cold because we got
well, you know what I mean. But in that category,
right under his son. Perfect.
There you have it. The resemblance is uncanny.
It was meant to be, y'all.
All right, now we're going to go with the actual Sonny. Everyone's been trying to say that every blonde that came up with Sonny. This is actually Sonny.
Certainly
she's been arrested multiple times. I believe this was during her phone sex phase where she was this was when she was taking
pictures. Yeah.
Take pictures of her laying in bed with her and stuff like that. I think
she'd yell at you for not wearing a mask.
Yeah, man, I had Sonny was so hot, dude. Remember when Sonny was just like, man, Sonny, you know what I mean?
Like the most downloaded woman on AOL.
I know, dude. I remember Alexandria York being hotter than her. I remember being hotter than her.
So here's the thing.
Sensational Sherry might have given her a run for her money too at the time.
Sensational Sherry was kind of my first crush in wrestling back in the day, but that was when I was a little kid. And then York, I was like 12, 11 when York was going on. Sonny came out when I was like 13, like perfect time. And I think she actually did get surpassed by Terry Runnels when Terry Runnels showed up. But I always thought Sonny was hotter than Sable.
Of course, yeah. If those were the two running horses, then of course, but then as soon as Marlena showed up, it was like
horses.
Well, the top woman in WWE went from Sonny to Sable to what? China. After that, like
Lita for me. I would say Lita.
Well, I'm talking about what WWE viewed it as. Yeah. So in terms of that, I was always a Sonny guy until she got really drugged out though. It was really
it got sad. There. It got sad real fast.
But I think
Sonny had the girl next door look, but there was no striking.
And then she had a girl in the alley look.
Yeah, right. You're not kidding.
Yeah, right.
But she really never struck me as that.
I really do think that Sonny was a right place, right time for me. It was right when I was kind of getting into it. You know what I mean?
It's kind of what brought me back into because I was wrestling as a kid, and then like early teens, I wasn't, and then I turned the TV on when I think it was 14. I was like, oh, hello.
We'll get into it one day. If maybe we should get into like a Divas tier list sometime, and we can have the fight where I tell you that Lita's not very hot and very overrated. Maybe we can get there sometime. Yeah. But for now, are we putting her in Nathan Jones, or are we gonna put her up to Eddie Guerrero?
Man, she can go where she wants. Just
Sonny can get it, man. That's what.
Yeah, she's gotten it. That's for sure. What was that? The Ric Flair damaged goods.
Remember when she did Wrestling Vixens, and I got so excited because I'm like, oh man, finally! And then he did it, and it's like, oh man,
You're like, oh man, oh man,
yeah.
Yeah,
Why does she look like that? Why does she look so sad?
She looks like she argues about coupons.
Yeah,
she argues about everything.
Like it's not expired.
Oh, it's expired, bro.
So wait, are we going all the way down? Are we going next to Charlotte Flair?
No, you had her. I think you had her right where you did.
Yeah, she was good. Yeah,
right.
Wonky eyes.
Eddie Guerrero, wonky eyes, clearly sad. And then, I mean, let's just move. Let's just
really.
Let's
1987.
You know what? Let's go here. We're gonna make a new tier. Booker T is the best mugshot I've ever seen in my life, and I can't. I can't go higher. It won't let me. Can I do this? I don't. It won't let me make another tier. But Booker.
I'm proud of what I did.
Yeah, Booker T. He's not ashamed at all. That man. He's like, give me it again. I'll do it again. I'll rob another Wendy's. Let's keep.
I like how there were no fucking color photos in 1987. They make this guy look like he was got arrested, fucking fighting for civil rights. He was bitten by a German Shepherd and sprayed with a fucking water hose. It's Booker T.
He looks like he was trying to sit in the front of the bus.
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on here?
This is the best one I could find.
Timeless photo.
Like the rest of
I've never seen that picture in color. I've only seen that picture in black and white. And I've seen the picture
a lot of times they look. They're so bad that they look drawn almost. Like you know. But yeah, like I said, I would put something up here like a Booker T tier, where because this really is the GOAT
King Booker.
It's such a good mugshot.
Great
man.
mugshot. It is.
I think the one with Liv Morgan might be a better mug. Like just on the whole, if you're talking about aesthetically and all that, let's give it a shot here.
I would make love to Liv Morgan before.
I can fix her. I can fix her. You said,
but I don't know if I. Okay, so we're looking at them next to each other here.
Okay. Right. Booker T is so smug. Look at him.
He's so smug. I want to
like he's so happy
he's
to have robbed that old lady of her flowers.
I think he's just pumped that he's going to get 3 squares in a cot, man. That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Like
he's so skinny. He looks like he hadn't eaten. You know, he's like,
you know what? Food. Here, let's look at this because it is kind of. There's a difference here, right? Like X-Pac is happy because he's very, very high. Booker T is happy because he's proud of what he did.
Yeah, X-Pac doesn't know what he did.
Right. Booker T's like, I'm gonna show this to my boys. You know what I mean? Like that's what's going through his head. I think
the homies.
So
they should have made a T-shirt out of that.
I think they did.
If he was an AEW, they would.
I thought they did like as a heel heat thing, like somebody who was fighting them made a T-shirt with the picture on it, like JBL or something like that.
That was
they probably did that.
That was you wearing a T-shirt.
Oh, that was me. I did that. You're right. Yeah. I had you. Yeah, because you printed it up for me. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep. I charge you extra to put the N-word underneath it.
All right. That is
too.
Our wrestler mugshot tier list.
God.
We got John JID's hanging out in the chat. Nice to see you, sir.
Nice.
Hope you are doing well. But next up, Jake, I'm gonna let you kind of steer the show. Oh, let me bring us back up. I guess that's important.
Oh shit, I gotta do something.
Well, we're doing double or nothing. So this past Sunday, AEW presented a pay-per-view, AEW Double or Nothing, where Mick Foley made his first appearance. Let's kind of go over this a little bit before we really dive into the pay-per-view. It's such a good fit. Like, I don't like Mick Foley anymore. I've gotten so sick of him since he's retired. It really started with Hardcore Diaries, that book that he made, his 4th book, I believe it was his fourth autobiography. And I really can't enjoy Mick Foley since then. He's so oddly pretentious and weird about things that I just can't like him anymore.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, the whole TNA run too, where he just was fighting Flair, and it was just sad, and then it's just been sad ever since. Like, one man show seemed to be all right, but
It seems like he did exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. Remember, like,
yeah,
he was the first one in wrestling, the first wrestler who really stood up and said, you know, it's ridiculous that everyone kind of says they're going to retire and they come back. I'm not going to do that. And then he like came back a month later. You know what I mean? Like it was, he didn't, no one really cared until he pointed it out. And then he immediately proved himself right.
Yeah, well, didn't Triple H, Randy Orton, and Edge all retire him in WWE, and then he had another 10 years left? Yeah,
and then he retired in TNA, and then he came, and then I mean, he's just, and he's been, and he's done, and he's so bad on commentary, and I wanted to like him. I really thought he'd be good, but he is not good on commentary. I really, and I think I'm kind of with Marv on this. I think he kind of ruined wrestling. I don't think we understood it at the time, but I think in the long run, he kind of ruined professional wrestling to a certain extent, you know, or he made it worse.
I think he was part of it. It's one of those things that I get some flack for saying it sometimes, but because we all look back fondly on the Attitude Era, but when you really like look at it like as a whole, it really kind of ruined things quickly because they just kept blowing through so many storylines and crazy things and title changes and blah 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 blah.
Well, and then the other thing is,
it was fun, but
Foley was the example of, hey, if you jump off something really high and almost die, you can be very successful in this business. And then he proceeded to try to say that you shouldn't do that, but it's like you can't do that now. You can't put the rabbit back in the hat. It's done, you know.
Yeah. And they kept trying to top it, and it's just
it was fun at the time. And I don't regret liking him when I did, but I also, oh, wow, that's weird. I also don't think that he was a net positive for wrestling in general. That being said, I do think that him being in AEW is kind of a perfect fit. I think that if he's going to benefit any company, it's going to be either AEW or maybe Juggalo Championship Wrestling. You know what I mean? Like his energy matches. There's interesting things that he can do with a guy like Darby being a mentor or with a Moxley. As long as he doesn't get in the ring and wrestle, I'm totally fine with it.
But I mean, this is like the least surprising thing ever. You know, like we all kind of knew when he left WWE at the end of the year, like this is where he was going to end up. It's sad in the way of like he tried to do it on a moral stance for leaving WWE when you really know he just wanted a bigger paycheck. Like it's obvious, you know, and so I keep calling him Mick Foley, but spelling faux F-A-U-X, you know.
You know what? I don't know though, man. Foley, although he is a money guy, he will go where the money is. That's a good point. I totally.
He was the most notable. He's like the most famous cheapskate in wrestling. A lot of guys in wrestling were cheapskates.
If you didn't back, like it's like Foley didn't back out when Vince McMahon got caught up in a sex trafficking ring, but he did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you now. I get it.
Yeah, it's just, and I mean, it's fine. Like it is what it is with him, but like, come on, dude. Like we can't. Like, it's just admit it. It's fine. Like, but now I'm trying to act like AEW made me fall back in love with wrestling. Like,
or honestly though, it could just be a matter of WWE was never going to use him, and
that's for sure. And they weren't.
He does fit in with AEW. He does fit into that mold. They're already talking like. Renee is already being like, what if Mick Foley fought John Moxley? Isn't it crazy that we never got that match?
We never got that match because he couldn't get cleared by the WWE doctors.
Right. So it does feel like they are trying to.
Oh, it's happening like 100%. Like I'd be more surprised if it didn't happen. I don't want it to happen. I don't want to see it. I mean, hopefully they save it for a pay-per-view. Could easily see it being an all-in, like do it as soon as possible. Because I mean, how much tread is left on those tires?
So I do want to bring up something interesting here. Where in the chat, Erica said that I feel as a business you should strive to be neutral because when you start bringing politics in, you have to be decided if I support that. That's true, but I don't think AEW has been neutral by any means.
Yeah,
right. Like AEW is run by a bunch of people who donate to Donald Trump while also on screen saying F ICE and doing that kind of stuff. So AEW is not exactly a neutral party that Mick Foley's going to because they aren't political. He's going to AEW because number one, they will pay him good money. Number two, He wrestles a hardcore style, which they support. And number 3, they are on his side when it comes to, at least publicly, they're on his side when it comes to political things. Now, back behind the scenes, we all know the Bucks, Jericho, Cons, all of them are Republican.
And I don't even know how
all that crap.
And I don't usually ever talk politics. And I really won't. But I don't even know how much WWE is involved in the sense. Like, yeah, Triple H is part of like I forget what RFK is, like the health secretary or whatever. Like that could be done by anybody. Like, doesn't matter what the administration is. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's
I agree. I've said it 100 times. Like, I just don't. I don't get it. But anyway,
yeah, I'm as apolitical as it gets. I voted independent my entire life. And
I'm the same way. So I think when you actually are apolitical, it's easier to look back and be like, both of these companies are kind of you know.
And I'm sure that, and we know there's wrestlers on both sides and on all sides of it in both companies. Like, we've talked about that before, and like we know, like with CM Punk and AJ.
I mean, CM Punk is the most liberal person you're ever gonna find, and he's in a company who works with Donald Trump. So, you know, I really do think this is a money thing and a I want to be around my people thing. And
I want to be on TV still thing.
And I want to be on TV.
I just wish you would admit that.
Was not putting him on TV. WWE was never going to put him on TV. And to frame this as a political decision is kind of dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
that's my point. Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Don't like Foley is
just
the one
be honest with it.
Yeah. Into it. And it's like, you don't even have to be honest. You can just say, I like hardcore wrestling, and AEW is producing hardcore wrestling, so that's where I'm going to be. No one will think
you guys really truly underestimate the hubris of a liberal wrestler. Mick Foley is to liberalism what Hulk Hogan was to conservatism. I've never liked Mick Foley. I mean, he was just a guy who I always thought was just there. And for him to make this grandstanding announcement like, the WWE is a supporter of Trump, I got to get out of here. I can no longer work with a company. And then to go across the street and to work with a guy who donated millions of dollars to the Trump campaign.
Well, that's why
inauguration, but
that's why I said it's not real.
Whatever. I mean, he donated to Trump, and it's like.
And so did Jericho, and so did the Bucks. Like, it's just dumb.
Yeah, and I know.
I don't. Go ahead. I think that's why I said I think Foley's being disingenuous about his reasoning.
Mick Foley.
I think his reasoning.
Most liberals are hypocrites. I mean, what the fuck? I mean that's how
anybody who's involved in politics are hypocrites.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's definitely all sides of it are the same.
I was just trying to make some waves. That's all. Create content.
Content. Good job.
I mean,
you figured it out, awful.
But I will say this overall impression of him.
Does that mean I have to play the other side? Like, oh yeah. Here we go.
You play all sides.
I don't care. Heavy on the man. No, I have voted independent my entire life for kind of purposely because they're all kind of full of shit.
Hey, Jake, you're in charge of the segment now. I gotta pee.
I knew that was coming. I've had my. It's good. Yeah, I mean, and Mick Foley is what it is with it, but like, I mean, look how terrible he looks coming out there with this freaking fanny pack and he was hobbling on his way out there. Like, nobody needs to see this guy wrestle ever again.
He would have been, I think he would have been even more well received had he just shown up like he cared. See, it's the subtle things. Maybe show up in a nice shirt. You don't have to show up. Yeah, at least the old one. Exactly. Like, what the fuck is this hybrid looking thing that you got going on? Other than that, he was fine. He was just fine.
The thing was, the parts of where like it's more the disingenuous of reason, like, oh, AEW made me fall back in love with wrestling, or saying like this is going to be one of the greatest nights of my career, of my life. Like, just the hyperbole. Anybody who gets hyperbolic like that pisses me off. Like, it really.
I don't like the fact that he tries to play like he leans on the like I'm old and retarded. Like, I don't like that. Like, we know you're savvy, we know you're smart, and you're working.
Do we though with the CTE? I don't know. I feel like he's like he's the walking definition of CTE.
I mean, look at that Rain Man look at the bottom.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed this shot of it. Yeah. No, people are like, oh, he's the walking definition of TDS. I'm like, nah, he's the walking definition of CTE. But it is what it is. It's Mick. But yeah, no, we just got random shots from Double. I think apparently Ty Mello and what's her name, Anna Jay, are still with the company.
Yes.
Who knew? I seriously, we were watching. George and I did our regular Sunday show because we weren't going to do a watch along of this pay-per-view because we don't have the time or care for it. But I had the pre-show on. We were doing our show, and these two came running out. I'm like, what? Where did they come from, and why? Apparently to take on Megan Bayne and Lena Cross and get killed by them too. I was like, had no idea they were coming back. But I mean, Anna Jay, I still think does have some talent in her, but the longer she stays in this company, I don't think she's going to do so well. And the longer she stays, I don't know if she's married to or in fiance or whatever with Jack Perry, but yeah. And then everybody was complaining about WWE having their sponsorships and the mascots and all of that. And then during the pre-show match that had the Rizzler and the Costco guys, there was this Vita coconut water thing that was out there dancing around.
Yeah, Jesus.
Again, and that's where I get like I'm people think I'm tribalistic because I enjoy more of WWE than I do of AEW. I would like to enjoy AEW. It's just not any good. And then how angry the AEW sickos get about WWE and TKO having all the sponsorships and all that stuff. But we all know Tony would do it too for the money. I mean, it doesn't,
Here's the case in point right here.
Yeah,
a fantastic example.
Yeah. And it was on the
again.
It was on YouTube.
That's the other thing. What I'm learning is like if you don't go on to Twitter and you don't see these hypocritical posts talking about Vita Loca, you would just think that this Vita Loca mascot is just a part of. That's why I watch it. I was just like, I'm not offended. If I'm offended by this, then I'm offended by the Prime bottle bullshit. Yeah, and I am.
It's Vita Coco. Vita Loca is Ricky Martin.
Or yeah, Vita Coco, whatever.
No, I had to make a Ricky Martin joke. It was too easy. You set me up.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. But also too, they got the Rizzler, the 8 or 10-year-old kid with two women wearing barely any clothes, and he's doing this look back and forth between them.
Let me ask you something, Jake. Who's this tall broad?
I forget her name. She's with the Shane Taylor Promotions company.
I'll tell you what. So I saw this sequence. I'm actually picturing it now.
Yeah.
From this picture, homegirl pushes. God damn it! What's her name?
Well, it's Harley Cameron. I forget.
Harley Cameron. Thank you.
Yeah.
Homegirl pushes Harley Cameron. Harley Cameron completely no sells this gigantic Amazon and and the gigantic Amazon falls immediately, completely sells for her and everything. It was just a terrible sequence because I'm like, whoever this tall broad is, get her in the ring. She's mogging everybody.
There.
Yeah, there's something there, and you made her look like a total wussy in front of Harley Cameron for a cheap comedy spot. Anyway.
Yeah, well, that's Harley Cameron's gig. There could be talent there with Harley with her ventriloquism and her music, but she just keeps.
I called Harley Cameron's talentless hack fucking bullshit a year ago. And I'm still sticking to it. That fucking Muppet Show bullshit is only going to go so far. And I hate to say it on a goddamn
we already
Tooney Talk
killed the
Wrestling
puppets
show.
On this show.
Right. I mean, but yeah. But just, push that gigantic woman a little bit. Please, would you?
Yeah.
But go on.
No, and then you had Eddie Kingston come out for the save, and Eddie Kingston do the mugging of the Rizzler stuff. Don't tell me they wouldn't sell out for what's in pop culture. It's just all they can get from pop culture is the fucking Costco guys, who, as far as I know, aren't famous anymore. They're
not. Yeah, they've worn out their welcome. Yeah,
their 15 minutes are up.
I spend a lot of time. I spend more time than a normal 43-year-old man would with 12-year-olds, considering that I homeschool Max and I'm part of a homeschool group, and I'm the only dad there, which means that I'm the gym teacher. So I can tell you that as much as I love the Rizzler, the kids don't really care about the Rizzler. It's more about 6'7" and
we know you got to be the gym teacher because we learned previously you can't be the spelling teacher. Hey-o.
Yeah, it's true. I'm the only dad there, so they're like, hey, you go play basketball, and I'm like,
right, coaching them up. Yeah,
I'll play basket, and then.
But anyway, Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston
shows up. No, he just showed up, and it looked like everybody looked like he stank because he actually they all. Am I wrong, Jake? They all moved to one side, and they just let him look like a retard with a kendo stick, and then he just finally started attacking people. But
he looks like he smells like he shit his pants. You're right.
Yeah.
But then he talks all that shit about WWE and TKO being corporate and all that nonsense, and then he hits this spot to be on TV. He's the
completely out of shape.
Yeah, we know for a fact he has tried out for WWE. He's like, he's like that kid who asked the really hot girl out to the dance, and she was never gonna say no. And then when she said no, oh, she was super ugly. I don't like her anyway. She's
right.
Yeah, she's that guy. Like again, no, I have no respect for these things, but
he's little Moxley, basically.
Except for he's Big Moxley. Remember Big Pun? Yeah, he's like Big Pun. And then the Mick Foley spot where he takes the weakest bump ever, where MJF kicks him in the inner thigh and Mick falls to the ground and is completely winded. That's the only thing I have hope for, maybe why Mick isn't going to have a match anymore, because he's got no cardio. Not that he ever really did, but like he gets on the mic to pump up Darby. And he's like, I win one for the Micker. Like he's out of breath completely. How
was he on promos? Out of curiosity,
at the beginning he wasn't bad. It was kind of bullshit mixed up. At the beginning he wasn't bad, but then like this part here was just embarrassing, talking about how Darby's his hope for the future or whatever, and he was just out of breath. Like the moment he got low blowed, he was completely out of breath.
Real quick, guys, we are on our way to the end of the show, so make sure that if you want to get your super chats in, make sure you do it now. We will address them at the end of the segment, and
we do have one in. We might as well hit the one that's up there from Chris Connor about Mick.
We'll do it at the end. We'll just follow the rules, and then make sure you are dropping us a like, please. It really does help, whether you whether you think it really does or not. It does.
And share if you share it from YouTube as well. Those things help the algorithm a lot. We appreciate that. But then you just go through the terrible shit that happened in the matches where they kicked it off with FTR and Edge and Christian tearing up the ring, like taking down one of the ring ropes, and Christian using his pliers on Dax's nose and Dax's groin. Real family friendly. And apparently I didn't realize this until I was on Twitter that night. The New York Commission doesn't like blood a lot.
Yeah.
And so that's why they had this New York City street fight with no blood and an I Quit match with no blood.
Well, okay. So a question about that, by the way, and sorry, I'm covering you up awful. I hope you don't mind with the poll. We do have a poll up about what you think about AEW Double or Nothing. Do you think that might be why they didn't put so many pictures up because of the Athletic Commission stuff?
You're probably right, because normally they have those up pretty much right away after the show. I thought maybe there was a little bit delay because of the holiday or something, but they're still not up today. And you might be right, because I heard there was Tony was still working with them after the show went up. So I don't think they were too pleased with him. But this match was just fake as fuck. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, it was absolutely goddamn entertainment value. But here's the one thing. Here's the through line for this entire show that made it, for me, kind of enjoyable. The crowd was hot the entire fucking show, which is something like is very rare in AEW. But they oohed and ahed at the right moments. They did what they were supposed to do, and they really did make mediocre matches seem a lot better.
Well, okay, guess that's my question is that because the crowd was better, or is it because the crowd was bigger?
Both. It was bigger and better. It was damn good. They were very receptive to everything that AEW was throwing at them.
It's not a judgment call at all, by the way. I'm just curious as to whether it was the fact that it's like, oh, New York crowds are awesome, or if it's that they're actually drawing people. And when they draw people who like what they put on, that their shows end up being better for it. I do know that what I saw from this match was kind of silly. The cinder block ended, broke before it was supposed to. And
oh shit, the British toothbrush. I forgot about that.
Well, and I couldn't find pictures of the cinder block either. Like they tried to get that hidden of it. No, the crowd. The thing about it too for me, I had the show on, but I had the volume down very low for the entire. I can't. Their announced team, just all of them drive me fucking insane. I tried, but I couldn't. But about halfway through this match, I just turned it down. And in this one, the spikes, you could see them bending because they were actually spikes,
right?
Because they have blood. And it was just embarrassing.
And Beth Phoenix came back.
Yeah. Oh no, we got a shot of Beth right here. Yeah, crying Beth Phoenix.
Yeah. Look, so happy that they won the AEW Tag Team Championship. Those prestigious belts, of course.
I do feel okay. It did look like it meant a lot to Edge and Christian, and
they worked you.
Yeah, I mean they did. Maybe they did, but I like those guys. Not so much Edge anymore because I don't. He kind of ruined it for me after a while. But I'm still a huge Christian fan. I like that they are getting their. It's weird to say getting their due. Like they got plenty of accolades everywhere else they went. So, but it's nice that they get this moment. It's nice that they get to do it with their friends FTR, and yeah. I mean,
what the problem with this match is that it wasn't classic. I know it was a street fight, but it needed to have a little bit more of a tag team vibe, and they were just all over the place in this match, and it was just like,
it needed to be an I Quit match or a street fight. Having it be
ladder
both
match
was a hat on the hat. The ladder match would have been good. Yeah,
I mean, a ladder match would have made more sense.
Yeah, they made sure to break out the ladder and knock each other. But yeah, no, this match was a hat on a hat with having it being a street fight, and especially when you knew you couldn't have blood, just have it be the I Quit match. But
I do think I'll go on record. I do think FTR are very overrated. I mean, they're fine.
Oh, they are.
They're fine. They're a fine tag team, but I think that there's a lot of old timers who see people that come out to music that sounds like Tully Blanchard, and they freak out and they think that they're the best thing on earth. And when in reality,
you mean Midnight Express?
It's the same. I mean, they have the same type of music.
Same
kind of type of music.
Yeah. The thing about FTR is they really, I mean, honestly, they were probably my favorite thing in wrestling until about 2022, when they just started like becoming dicks online and just being, I don't know. And then
Dax ruined everything.
Yeah.
Dax ruined. You found out that Dax is just wrestlers shouldn't be online unless they're playing their gimmick. Period. Case closed. Okay, Dax has ruined everything about FTR for me. I can't take. Arn Anderson would never go online and argue with AEW disciplinary committee.
Well, and it's funny because Cash argued with me defending SRS in the summer of 2022, and I was like, "Fuck these guys," and then Sat blocked me, and I haven't really cared about FTR.
Yeah,
So that's
being online has completely ruined them.
Yeah, agreed.
But I am happy for Edge and Christian. I think it seems like people were very receptive to this match, and
receptive. I mean, you would think that the Pope showed up to New York, but yeah,
it was in Toronto.
Yeah, it was just a very, ultimately a good opener. Got the crowd hot. They were into it from top to bottom.
Yep. And then we had the Takeshita versus Okada match with Kyle Fletcher coming back. Hey, at least Takeshita finally beat Okada. I thought they were going to have Takeshita job to him yet again. Also, too, there's the Vita Coco sign on the turnbuckle pads, which is apparently, if you look online, the turnbuckle pads, that's sacrilegious. Look what's happening to this company. And of course, AEW does it too. But, you never hear the sickos complaining about that.
I was expecting some more Japanese wrestling out of these two. Like I didn't feel like I was getting like this hybrid.
Yeah, Okada is not what he used to be.
Yeah,
Okada
can barely move.
Then they need to do some more real ground and pound. I did not find this match very entertaining at all, to be quite honest. I was just like, if you don't really know either one of them, there was just nothing going on behind it.
I mean, I liked Okada when they used to show New Japan after TNA back in the day. And but ever since he's come over to AEW, all he does is have shitty matches and say bitch. That's all he's good at.
Right.
So at least he finally got an L under his belt. And good to see Kyle Fletcher back. That kid does have a lot of talent. It scares me every time they have him wrestle in this company because he keeps getting hurt. But
and to be fair, when Japanese veterans come over to the United States, they usually do take it down a notch. Like this is Okada in semi-retirement. You know what I mean? Like he came to AEW so that he didn't have to work anymore.
For the people that understand soccer, it's like somebody coming from the European leagues and then playing in the MLS at the end of their career.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna make some money, but we're not playing real. We're not playing a real sport.
Yeah, it's like someone going from the MLB to Banana Ball. Or
the other way. Or the other way where guys go from MLB over to Japan to finish their career.
Yeah.
Opposite there. And then we had an Athena sighting, and they broke the LED screen. they do like it was like the drop kick into it or whatever, and the LED screen breaks, and she like.
I'll tell you what.
What do you think about this, dude?
Match of the fucking night. Athena is great.
She is.
By the way,
she
listen. There was a move where I thought Athena was going to like do some sort of suplex or whatever. Instead of doing anything fancy, she just dumps Mina Shirakawa right on her back, and I was just like, that is brilliant. She does that. She does that a few times during the course of this match. And Mina Shirakawa, by the way, is not that bad.
No, she's not. It's Tony Storm is that bad. It turns out.
Okay,
after you watch it,
Hikaru Shida. No, and they kept having Amita having these matches against Hikaru Shida, who wrestles at like, there's people that say they wrestle at half speed. She wrestles at quarter speed. Hikaru Shida is terrible. Mina's not too bad though.
Yeah, Athena never missed the mark. If you ask me, the thing is about Athena is just like I was just like, damn. I wish they never gave her a microphone.
You know what?
She needs
Regina, I'm going to give you a freebie because I think this is important. Athena couldn't carry Mercedes to a good match, though. Of course, Mina probably listened to Athena and vice versa.
I remember specifically this. I remember praising that match between Athena and Mercedes Moné.
I was going to go the other way.
That match was awesome.
I think Moné made Athena look like I think that she held back.
Yeah,
she didn't want to make Athena look really good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like
I've never liked Mercedes, so I think she.
Yeah, I think Mercedes actually kind of effed Athena on that situation.
Yeah, I think Athena can.
Oh, did we lose him?
We lost Awful.
We lost Awful. He said, I think Athena can. Nope, done.
Oh, he just muted. I'm gonna unmute him and see if it fixes it. Nope, they muted themselves. So Awful is muted. So
all right, no, but I think the thing is, like Mercedes, I've never thought, even when she was Sasha Banks, I thought she only could have good matches with great opponents. Like that's why her best matches were with Bayley and stuff like that. So,
well, and then also I think Mercedes, I think Mercedes she'll slow down. Like Mercedes is the kind of person who will think, okay, if I make Athena look good, people are really going to get behind Athena and she'll be taking my spot. So I don't want to make Athena look good. So I'm going to slouch in this.
Yep. Cause she's a selfish broad.
Right.
And then definitely. Yeah. And then they brought Jim Ross out for the Moxley match. Like,
what a weird match to bring him out.
Yeah. For. Like, why would you not bring him out for the main event if you were going to do it? I mean, maybe he was, falling asleep on the job or whatever. But
another thing, Athena is so goddamn good. No, I'm joking.
I'll go back.
I did want to finish my thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mercedes versus Athena was awesome. Athena can go because she's trained by fucking Booker T. She's been in the company. I think she's wrestled longer than Mercedes Moné, if you ask me.
Athena's been around forever. Yeah, Athena's been around forever. So
her only problem is that she can't cut a promo, but she can fucking go in the ring. Props to Mina Shirakawa. I really can't say enough good things about this match. I kind of feel like it was Statlander versus Nightingale.
I want to get your thought. Do you think there's a possibility that Moné realized that she could make Athena that night and said, you know what? I'm going to slow down a half step and make sure that she doesn't pass me.
No. I don't think maybe through
Mercedes
maybe
is that kind of person. She would
if she did that, she probably weaseled and like maybe she politicized or made the whole thing political where it was something that Athena couldn't really I guess argue against, but it's just like all right I guess she did do it I just think
when you look at Mercedes versus Bayley or Mercedes versus Charlotte or Mercedes versus Stephanie McCare or some of her better like classic matches, you can really see that Mercedes is giving it her all and in that Athena match she did fine, but it felt like she was at about second gear. Like
that's only
like
because
didn't really kick it,
right?
I
also believe that's because I think that match took place on Dynamite.
No, but Vaquer took place on a nothing show too, right? I mean,
it didn't. It took place on a pay per view.
But was it like Forbidden Door? Yeah, it was Forbidden. Yeah, so I mean,
Forbidden Door. Yeah. No, I don't know. I agree with you though. I think Mercedes, like I from what I remember of that match, I think Mercedes could have done better, but Athena carried it as best she could.
So I just think Mercedes. I'm not Mercedes. I think Athena really stood out in that match, and I think I remember thinking at the time that Mercedes really didn't do her.
That's right.
Favors.
And
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jake.
No, I was gonna say I think she did stand out well, and then Mercedes got in Tony's ear, and that's why Athena's been on Ring of Honor ever since.
Because they were in the middle of pushing Athena to where you thought she would go to AEW, and then she fought Mercedes, and then suddenly she's back in Ring of Honor forever. Yeah. And I remember because
gonna be on All In Texas, and then she wasn't.
Yeah, because me and Marv covered it live. I remember watching it on air and doing that whole thing, and just being like, man. Like that match was good, but it seems like it could have been better, and it seems like Athena was kind of done dirty. I remember, I just, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, maybe she protected herself by staying in the ROH and not having to deal with any sort of like bullshit booking.
I don't know, man.
She did well.
She did. She's done very well. Yeah.
Yeah. The other example I was going to allude to was when Athena it looked like Athena was going to put Mina Shirakawa in a surfboard, and instead of going through the rigmarole, she just stomped on her back, and Mina Shirakawa just did a face plant right to the mat. It's like she's such a ground and pound type of wrestler, and she also has that great aerial fucking finisher, the O-face. So yeah. Okay, we can move on now.
Yeah, we gotta find a new name for Awful. Night. We gotta find a new name for Awful.
No, you don't. It's one fucking match. Goddamn. Here you go.
I think we just call it Athenaful.
Athenaful wrestling.
Yeah.
Look at that. By the way, 2 racists and a Brit.
Yeah. Do we know it's not just 3? Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know about. I don't want to. I don't know.
Was Nigel here for Brexit? I don't know. I'm kidding.
I like Nigel.
I do too. No, he after the Rizzler match, he was or the Rizzler thing, like the Excalibur and Shivani were talking, and Nigel was just in the back trying to do the Rizzler pose and get their attention. And
it's not Nigel's fault he has super AIDS. Like he's
super AIDS. He's not like Magic Johnson down to 1 aid.
Right. Well, yeah.
Yeah. There was the Moxley match. They brought out JR for that. Yeah, and then you have a match with biting and no blood. Like, just why I hate Moxley so much. I can't.
This was such a fucking middle of the road house show wrestling match. I was like, where's the excitement in this? It's Kyle O'Reilly, for God's sakes.
Slog. And then that was the Moxley match. That's all I took.
Say whatever you guys want. Say whatever you guys want about Johnny Gargano, but he looks like a wrestler. He looks like 10 times the wrestler Kyle O'Reilly does.
No, they're the same people. They're the same person.
No, Johnny Gargano's in shape. Okay, Kyle
same
O'Reilly.
Guy. Kyle O'Reilly is flabby and pasty.
Kyle O'Reilly is flabby. Johnny Gargano isn't flabby. So
I always think of what Arn Anderson said. Hey, even flabby looks better tan, and just Kyle O'Reilly does not.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly. I'm trying to think of an equivalent in WWE of Kyle O'Reilly, and right now I don't think there is. But you know what? Like Ray, like 10 years ago, remember when Ray was getting real chubby and kind of just didn't care anymore. Like before
before he did the stem cell stuff. Yeah.
That kind of that's Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly just. I don't know why he's on pay-per-view. I don't get it. He's not a big enough star to be a legend, and I just don't understand. But anyway,
hey Jake, when they said it was gonna be fucking no time limit, did you groan like a mother? I was just like, oh my god, we're going 40 minutes.
Yeah, no, I definitely went to the kitchen and started making food. I'm like, I don't have any time for this. And then I came back. I'm like, you're still going? Like, and all Moxie matches, it's all the same with that guy. At least he's in better shape now, but.
Lucy kind of Gargano at least looks like a jobber. Yeah. Kyle O'Reilly looks like he shouldn't be anywhere near the business.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He looks like I mean, if I'm gonna qualify Johnny Gargano, I gotta qualify Kyle O'Reilly.
At least Gargano's in shape. Gargano does have his body in shape. Like, he's short, but it's
seen enough for Gargano recently.
Yeah.
Like
he's got no charisma, but
he hits the gym. He tan.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. His aura don't fucking like.
No. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about.
I know you guys are talking about his fucking deltoids and his pecs.
I said he was a jobber. Awful. What jobber had aura?
Yeah. I mean, O'Reilly's a jobber.
I said Kyle O'Reilly's a jobber too. Same.
No, I said Kyle O'Reilly shouldn't be in the business. That's the difference.
Yeah. But
all right, let's get out of this.
I feel bad because the diabetic, and then we had the Ospreay and Joe match, which was fine. But I just
fucking not a bad match at all, if you ask me. I think
Joe's great.
Made him fucking become a professional wrestler in that match. Seriously.
Yeah, but like with it in its positioning after the Moxley match, it was hard for me to give a shit. And you also knew that Ospreay was like, there was no chance that Joe was going to win this match. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Because you know that Ospreay's winning the Owen to take so he can have the title shot in London. Like, duh. Like,
and that's not the kind of programming that we don't want. We don't want that kind of predictive programming. Like I noticed, I was checking out a competitor's pro AEW podcast, and I was like, these guys really like they can predict, and they're happy to predict. Like, oh, when Will Ospreay goes to Wembley and he gets his world, it's just like really, you really want it to be that way. Like,
no,
that doesn't sound fun.
I've been watching this freaking Dynamite for this week will be week 36 in a row that I've been watching it with George so we can review it on Thursdays. And it's beyond predictable. I could predict every match that was on this card. I was 9 for 9. Like you knew it was going to happen. There was nothing shocking with it. The only thing kind of shocking is what happened at the very end, but I've been calling for that for 6 weeks, but we'll get there.
Right.
Little teaser for you guys.
Oh, Northern DC, I've got a comment for you, my friend.
Here we go. Yeah, Swerve and Bandito. Swerve doing his little dance moves up here. Swerve also too looks like he's also been hitting the buffet. I mean, his arms look good.
Yeah, man.
But that gut, man. Look, you could see in this picture, it was sticking out, man. But yeah, Swerve and Bandito was Swerve and Bandito.
That I gotta admit, Jake, that was a cool little fucking sequence. What we see right there, but
yeah, it was the
problem with
the show or the match. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with it is that it was a spot fest. This match was a lucha spot fest.
I was about to say these guys are both great, but they rely too much on moments and spots. And
Bandito's all about that. Like even his finisher involves you having like this, involves you hitting a pose that you would never hit. You know?
Yeah, right. Like I'm going to take it up the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, at least with the 619, Ray trips you into the pose. You're not just like, oh, I'm bent over tying my shoe.
But honestly, that's why I have a hard time saying that a guy like Mystico or Bandito or even, Vikingo or, like any real luchador, I have a hard time. Like Dave really pushes luchadors as like, they're the most popular in the world, so clearly they're the best. And it's like, yeah, but there's a whole level to their wrestling that they're missing. And
it's the ability it's the ability to get out of their fucking like aerial assault and like maybe throw a fucking punch or a kick and stomp somebody or like beat somebody up a little bit. There's too much of this fucking like, did you see it? I don't know if you saw it, Jake, but like there was a part where right before this sequence happened where they just pause. And they sit there and look at each other, and it's just like, "Are you ready? Yeah, I guess I'm ready. Let's do it." And it's just like, oh, yeah.
And then the ending
choreographed.
It was choreographed. Like even in the ending where Swerve was bent over, and then like he kicks him up, and then does the vertebrae. Like it was, this was like a called spot wrestling. You knew what was going to happen. It was fine. Oh,
almost gone again. All right.
Yep. All right. His microphone hates him today.
Someone in the chat said that Wrestling Purists is reporting that Ludwig Kaiser lied about. Ludwig Kaiser hasn't made any comments about this at all.
So and also Wrestle Purists can kiss my ass.
Yeah. I was going to say, when I mentioned earlier about our website, the stuff that I'm working on, it's going to be really fun when that happens because I am going to end up showing how right and wrong a lot of these you get. Like, okay, some people in our community are very anti AEW and want them to end, and some people in our community are very anti WWE and want them to end. I'm very anti wrestling journalists, and so the idea of WrestlingDirtSheet.com when it happens will absolutely be targeting every wrestling journalist that exists.
I'm gonna be J-Boo.
You're gonna be involved. Man, you and George are my boys. You're gonna be in there.
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah, no, we're gonna have fun being a fun team. We got this. The journalists piss me off. Yeah,
we're gonna really start exposing a lot of wrestling purists and Sean Ross Sapp and Meltzer and
Self-Made
Corey Hayes and Self-Made and all these assholes that It'll be fun. Yeah. But like I said, I don't really know. I'm only saying this to kill time until Awful gets back. But
I'm here.
Okay,
he's back.
I don't really know what they're reporting because, like I said, Ludwig Kaiser didn't say anything about what happened. The quote that I had earlier was from like Cornette. So the idea that Fightful and wrestling purists are reporting that Ludwig Kaiser is lying doesn't make any sense because he has made zero comments about
it. Yeah, because WWE and TKO knows let him just shut up, move on. Yeah. They're probably the ones who told him to turn himself in, get it taken care of. Everything will be fine, especially with that match. I think it's Saturday is the mask versus mask matches this Saturday.
It is.
So,
it is.
Yeah, exactly. So he's not going to say shit till then.
Go ahead.
But you mentioned assholes. Speaking of assholes, these fucking goobers, where they licensed the Metallica song to be super cool coming out with their graphics and stuff. This Stadium Stampede match was a lot. Like, yeah, you're talking, we're getting funny pictures from the show. Most of them come from this match. Like, what did you think of this glorious fest off? Couldn't even make the joke.
I saw the entire thing, and of course, choreo grappling galore. Yeah. I hate the Young Bucks and how they weaseled their way to becoming a part of the Hurt Syndicate. I hate how Jericho did the same. Yeah, the same thing. It's just like, it's so painfully obvious. It's one of those things like, if we can't book to beat them, join them.
Exactly. Because
if they know can't book to beat them, join them. Right. Yep. Like, it's just like, this is disgusting. But again, and I hate to be the guy, but like, while the match to me was absolutely fucking crappy, especially the split screen and the whole fucking.
Oh, yeah, we'll get there.
Oh, God damn it.
And all the
crowd loved this horse shit. So I
hate to quote Jim Cornette, but he always says, hey, for people that like that kind of thing, this is the kind of thing those people like. Like, that's what this was. This was for that crowd, of just having the heels be looking like idiots and the heels look like douchebags and the babyface look like douchebags.
I didn't even know the heels. Like I saw Mark Davis. I was just like, I recognize him.
Yeah. And then
who's this fucking guy?
He's Clark Connors, one of the DoN.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
wearing those bad Undertaker snake pants, by the way.
And why did the Young Bucks show up in fucking vests and ties? Like, they do not treat this company. They never treat their own matches as serious and having enough weight to them where it's just like, yep, we're going to take you guys seriously. There always must be like this clown show, sideshow bullshit.
Here, I'm going to say it. AEW would be 75% better if Young Bucks never had anything to do with it.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. They are
the biggest. Like Tony Khan, say what you want. Yeah, I know he's crazy. But the Young Bucks are the worst thing that ever happened to AEW, period.
They're the biggest marks for themselves possible. Like, I think, and the fact that they're two guys in their 40s still calling themselves the Young Bucks. Like, I'm a guy in my 40s. There's nothing young about me. It's just not.
They have no more self-awareness. I saw the video package that they created right before they came out, and it was kind of cool. It was just like had the whole like 70s kind of vibe or whatever. So they're introducing everybody: Bobby Lashley, Shelton, the fist pump to Chris Jericho, and then out of nowhere, these two fucking gorks show up on the scene, and they literally they destroyed the entire video package just with their presence. They made Kenny Omega's like you come to hate the entire package just because they're in it. Then the match happens, and of course it's choreographed. Like, there's just so many spots that we don't even have to go through. But it's just
we're going
like,
through some of them. We'll go through.
Please show some pictures.
They go into catering, and they have catering, and then Satnam Singh still with the company.
Satnam Singh, who takes up the entire screen, who's impressive when he first stands up, is sitting in fucking catering having spaghetti, and he gets bumped by Andrade, and like. Then there's a food fight that just breaks out without.
And people try.
And hold on, stop right there. Area. Is that my girl Janai Kai in the background? I just now noticed that.
Probably. I mean.
Anyway, Janai Kai, who's a great like independent professional wrestler. She's now stuck in catering at AEW. I'm kind of stunned.
Crazy. You know what's crazy is that everything that I'm just it's all wiping over me. That everything I hate about AEW is just what I hated about Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Like if AEW took out every pro wrestling gorilla thing, I'd probably be really cool with them.
You're not wrong, because I mean Excalibur is unlistenable. Like I have to turn. That's why Awful was talking about the crowd. I'm like, I stopped hearing them because I had to turn the volume because I can't stand Excalibur. And he makes Shivani worse. Shivani would be fine on his own, but like they feed each other with their worst instincts possible. Oh
yeah, like I just the Bucks. Like, you know, I saw someone in the chat say, like, well, 40% of the roster is employed because of the Bucks. You know what? That 40% is probably the 40% that shouldn't be employed.
Right, Jack Perry, get out of here.
Yeah, like
all the Bucks friends, get out of
here. This match is the one that shouldn't happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like everything that they touch is it's so bad that it takes the show from like a B to an F.
Speaking of
every time,
yeah. And then we get this. Leo Rush makes an appearance with his drooling black goo and whatever the hell he's doing.
Meant nothing.
Gollum over here. There is a small crowd that thinks this is interesting of whatever the hell he's doing. It's not. I've seen the clips. Well, I saw his match against Brody King.
Maybe if they, I don't know, told a story or gave us a reason or did anything for why he turned into a werewolf or whatever he is all of a sudden, then sure. But they didn't do anything. They just sent him out there one day and made him, hey, look, now he's Gollum. Okay, you know.
This is how you set up a character like this. Almost kind of like you set up with almost every other wacky ass fucking monster that you got. You send his ass over to Africa or Louisville, whatever you want to call it. And then you have him go through this transformation with like some voodoo witch or whatever. At least something makes sense.
Southern Louisiana. I could go with the voodoo. Yeah.
I would have gone the route with actually playing up what he talked about on social media. Talk about how he thought he was done with the business. Make it seem like he went insane.
No, that's what he's doing right now, and that's why it sucks.
No, but he's not doing that. He's not doing that at all. He's just being insane.
Yeah, we don't know how he got here.
Why he's insane. There's no story as to that. There's no split personality or anything like that. He's just now he's a crazy guy because.
Well, you need vignettes to make that happen,
right? And they don't do it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So.
And then we had the tennis scenes because it was a tennis. It's in a tennis arena, which I saw people trying to compare it to like because with the traffic at the end, like what about WrestleMania 35? WrestleMania 35 was in an NFL stadium that can hold like 60, 70, 80,000. This was in a tennis arena, which they sold out, but that's still only 14,000. Incomparable. Sorry, just had to say that. And then Luther coming out with the giant tennis racket for Jericho to beat up Ricochet with, and then he was firing.
No Cornette references during that match. I noticed.
That was a Cornette.
That was a Cornette.
Yeah, they just didn't draw attention to it.
Right.
Yeah. And then he's firing tennis balls at him. I think they were trying to fire him out the machine, and the machine broke, so he starts throwing them at him too. I saw that part. And then and then you try to go for the pin there because Aubrey was around, because Aubrey's got to be in the front and center of everything.
This is what makes me mad about Chris Jericho. Why the fuck are you showing up in a goddamn 3-piece suit? Like you are killing the gimmick. Go ahead.
Apparently,
I don't even know if he has a gimmick anymore.
Apparently, Taz said no one has ever used a tennis racket in wrestling before. So
there you go.
That's
Jesus.
Yeah.
And, okay,
I had to sound completely off by this.
Okay, I wasn't gonna do this on the air. There's some weird stuff going on in the chat, guys. Try to talk about what we're talking about. Just I don't want to get in. I don't want to kick anybody out or do anything like that. Just be cool. Talk about what we're talking about. Stay along with the show. Don't get inside.
Oh no, I'm a mod on Awful's channel. I was gonna.
If you start feeling like you're veering off into crazy land where you're arguing with somebody in the chat, then stop. That's all. Yeah. Okay.
No, but here was Awful's part about the split screen where Clark Connors was on the escalator going down the escalator in one shot with the cameraman right next to him, and then Andrade goes to take his selfies with the pretty ladies, and one of them is Luchasaurus in a wig. No, that's Luchasaurus in a wig because comedy. I don't know.
Just nothing interesting when they develop these shots. By the way, which is par for the course for AEW. Whenever they do those split shots, neither shot is cool. Neither one you want to look at.
Yeah, no,
I agree. No, that's a good point. Even when when on SmackDown when they do the split screen, every time Max gets the controller and every time he fast forwards. I'm like, don't you want to watch this match? He's like, yeah, but I don't want to watch it on a screen that's 5 inches big. Like, you know.
No, no, it's split screen.
If you have a split screen, then nothing is interesting enough to pay attention to.
Kind of like if you have two quarterbacks, you have no quarterback. If you have two screens, you have no screen. Yeah, right. No. I mean, we all remember picture in picture was a big thing on TV in the 90s, on TVs in the 90s. Nobody cares about that anymore. It's stupid. Speaking of stupid, we had Jack Perry and his powder keg thing that he hit poor Mark Davis with. Mark Davis, I think Mark Davis is talented, but he just gets lost in the shuffle in this company.
I agree. Him and Jake something both,
Yeah, well, Jake something tore his biceps. So yeah, yeah. And then we had this was pretty cool. The triple Samoan drop from what is it? Not Tongalo, the Leone or whatever his name is. I like the other
Leone.
Darby and Greg.
yeah. No, that's what's her name? That's Jenna Elfman.
Leone.
Oh, Leone's the girl from Bad Boys. The white girl in Bad Boys.
That's right. Yeah.
No, it's Toa Leona or something. I've always called him Leone because she was hot back in the day.
Temu Fatu. How about that?
Temu Fatu.
Her and Jenna Elfman are the same person, and then if you add that chick from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, she's the chubby version of those two. They're all the same person.
Fair.
But as you can see, Jake, look who the three Gorks are who are on his shoulders.
Yeah, well, I mean, if anybody's got a human centipede, it's gonna be those guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then Chris Jericho had to do his tribute to Sabu, where I mean, I'm sure Sabu was looking down, probably looking up. Let's be real, going, ay. And he kept trying to do the point too of like, like you don't get it 3 different times. Like, we got it. You're in New York, Sabu. Like, we got it, Chris. But you know,
and it still made no sense. Like, was it an anniversary of Sabu of any kind?
I'm pretty sure this was the first match that Chris wrestled with, like, since Sabu's passed away.
Christ.
That he's wrestled with
banned.
Yeah. Did he get banned? I saw that. I saw people yelling about that Robert guy. Yeah. No, this was Chris Jericho's first match.
Maybe a lot of leeway. Give him a lot of leeway.
Yeah. You gave him enough rope and he hung himself. No, this is Chris Jericho's first hardcore match since Sabu died. That's what it really was. So he had to pay his shit. Exactly.
God damn it.
I'll give you the answer. The only person who gives a fuck is Chris
Jericho.
Yeah, and Tony can't say no.
See, guys, I'm pointing up to the sky. What do you think that means? What do you think that means?
But then the match finally comes to an end, and here it is. Chris Jericho joining the Hurt Syndicate. Look at Bobby Lashley's face. You can tell he's just like, I'm doing this for the paycheck, man. I'm sure they got a nice
Jericho. Chris Jericho with his best "I got black friends" face on.
Yes,
him,
and I'm not a
MVP who can't wait till the show is over.
Yeah,
to talk about fucking Triple H.
I'm gonna. Okay,
on the same page.
Here's what I have to say about this match.
You didn't watch it?
I kind of went back. I will. Okay, when no, Lucy, you're not banned. When I sent Jake a list of stuff and we kind of were going over it and trying to figure out what to pull and stuff, I kind of went back and watched the spots. I don't think there's anything in this match. Okay, not anything. There's not much in this match that I take offense to and say is terrible, right? Like
I'd take offense, but it was a lot of it was terrible.
What I mean, a lot of it was stupid, but you know me, I like stupid stuff, right? So, there were like the Luchasaurus thing. I think was a stretch. I think I can't stand the Young Bucks. So anytime they do anything, I'm just automatically out.
Boo! Yeah.
But here's what I do have to say is that I would not mind this stuff nearly as much if I didn't get told for 3 years about how, R-Truth was stupid and WWE is a cartoon. Like, if you want, like, this stuff, I think that there are spots like this that they should be in wrestling, right? But I remember defending TNA when they did this stuff and being told that wasn't real graps. You need to watch New Japan. And it's like, okay, well, how can you sit back and enjoy this and then complain about Danhausen?
Yep. No, that's why I grabbed the Vita Coco thing too, because they bitch about WWE doing it, but it's the same thing.
Just be honest about it. If you guys were just honest about it and said, you know what, maybe even say this wasn't the Stadium Stampede wasn't my cup of tea, but there were like 6 matches on that show that were great. Then I'd take you more seriously. But when you are just like it's like you don't have to defend everything a company does.
Oh, they do though.
I know
they do. They've got to defend. They've got to defend their Tony at all costs. You know, it's like I mean, that's what happens when you're in a cult.
This is because to me, I would have watched this and been like, it was a fine way to spend 20 minutes. No, I have no complaints. It was silly.
Like 30 minutes. It went forever.
Oh, it was long.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it was long.
If it was really long,
14
it was 30,
fucking
31
competitors,
and a half
by
minutes.
the way.
31 and a half minutes. Yeah, I got the time. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, I like stupid stuff. This seems stupid. I'd normally be okay with it, but it's really hard to be okay. It's really hard to bridge that gap when every time I say I like something that Danhausen does, I get real grabs. Like, come on, guys. You know, the wrestling
this is affected by this. Did we talk about Jack Perry fucking running somebody over with his fucking?
Oh no, I forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, with this short bust, let's call it.
Yeah.
No, and then you get to the main event, and the first thing that happens is Darby gets thrown on his head. Within 10 seconds, Darby is thrown directly on his head and neck to start the main event. Oh my god. But yeah,
what'd you think of this match?
I mean, it was what I expected. Let's be real. Like MJF tries to get the best he can out of Darby because he tries to get the best he can of anybody, but Darby's gonna Darby and jump off cliffs and or stage, you know,
Darby,
scaffolding.
to me, I'm sorry. To me, Darby is just Jeff Hardy. I know people have tried to convince me that, like, well, Jeff Hardy was actually a better story. They're the same thing. Every time I see it's just it's a mirror image between him
Jeff
and Jeff
Hardy. He's straight edge Jeff Hardy. That's all it is.
Is he straight edge?
Yes. Darby
I didn't know
100%
that. Okay,
straight
sure.
edge. Yes.
Sure. Okay.
That's the only difference. Yep. Yeah. So it makes it dumber. At least Jeff numbed the pain. Darby
at least Jeff had an excuse.
Yeah.
Right.
Darby.
Funnily enough, this spot right here was one of the safest spots on the show.
Yeah.
He landed like a feather. It was pretty cool. But you know.
Yep. Then he does then he does this one.
Yeah, he does this move, and it's just retard. Wow, look at that. Now, who's got grip of are those MJF's hands?
Yes.
Wow, no protection whatsoever. Like he was just like, I'm gonna hold on to your fucking thighs until your head bonks right off the fucking chair.
This looks
like he watched this kid kill the rate. He watched this kid do the ratings drop to this TV show.
And what's up with the referee?
Weeks.
They've always got to gesticulate and fucking.
He's such an idiot.
This looks like it should have a corn hub intro before.
Yeah, hit the drums. Yeah. And then you got the Tombstone pile driver, and MJF wins. Which, we all knew MJF was going to win. There was no chance.
Was it a stretcher match? I didn't realize that.
No, Darby just went out on a stretcher. No, it was just a regular match.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and Darby goes. The only stipulation was MJF was going to get his head shaved if he lost.
Go ahead.
No, the MJF starts beating him up on the stretcher, and then Kevin Knight comes running out. But go, what's up?
Oh, wow! I just wanted to say that they actually had a nice closer. If you ask me,
Jake. You have stuff for this, Jake. If you want to get into MJF
beats up Darby Allin on the stretcher, and as they're wheeling Darby out, or excuse me, what's the guy's name? Kevin Knight. He comes out to make the save. MJF slides out the ring. Kevin Knight is going on the top rope that faces the entrance ramp and is yelling and giving MJF the business or whatever. And as they wheel Darby Allin up the aisleway or whatever, Kevin Knight just has some sort of thought and just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do a dive splash onto Darby Allin. It was a pretty cool like little turn or whatever.
You know what?
They've been building. Yeah.
I personally have been saying for a long time that I want wrestling companies to do more big moments and angles on pay-per-views. So I am not going to complain for 1 second about the Kevin Knight. I think it's a great move. The problem is that neither Kevin Knight or Darby Allin should have been anywhere near the main event of this show. I like Kevin Knight turning is a great moment. It is not a moment to close your show on.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I don't know.
It did exactly what it was supposed to do. The crowd was just like, "Oh shit!" I wasn't shit because it was kind of telegraphed, but
And also, I just look at Kevin Knight. And I like Kevin Knight and Darby Allin. Like, if this were like, this seems like something that should happen in like the third or fourth match. Like, I just don't see Kevin Knight as the closer of a pay-per-view.
No, listen, I didn't expect to see Darby Allin and MJF being the closer of the match either.
MJF, I think belongs there. I don't think Darby belongs there either. I'm being very clear about that.
Now, the only reason this kind of worked is because it's been part of the story. Like Kevin Knight's the TNT champion.
Oh, God, okay, stop, guys. I don't speak for Marvin, please.
Oh,
okay, I know that you're trying to have
what's
fun
going on.
Chat.
This?
Oh, I see.
What's
But
happening?
I ignore the chat best I can.
Yeah, no, but I got to say something, and I can't sit here and type all day. Please don't speak for Marvin. Marvin has a job, and he has to do movies, and he's busy. That's why he's gone. Please don't speak for. I'm going to start taking action if you start claiming that. I can't do that, guys. This is not
what. This is the beauty of me never looking at the chat.
Yeah,
I have to. I have to.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Anyway, I thought that the Kevin Knight turn, or whatever you want to call it, it fit. It fit the ending of the show.
They've been building to it.
And see, there's the other thing. I didn't know they were building to it. I just thought, like, again, I'm now a registered casual fan. I thought the ending was kind of surprised. I shouldn't say shocking, because it wasn't that. It was just like, oh, that's a pretty cool sequence that just happened that I don't really expect from AEW. So when it did happen, I was just like, okay, nice little cherry on top. Here's the part that I did not really appreciate: MJF clapping at the top of the ramp. Like, listen, like, the enemy of my enemies is a friend of mine I like to meet. That it doesn't really work there. MJF should have stayed like neutral to the whole thing, and Kevin Knight should have actually
finally.
Yeah, but Kevin Knight should have also gave the MJF the ice cold stare, like, I'm going after everything now. You know what I mean? That's just me. But a nice little ending to the show. Overall thoughts, Jake. I'd love to hear your overall thoughts of the show.
I mean, it wasn't that terrible of a show. It went on too long. There was matches that didn't need to go. You know, Tony smug face at the end here from his.
Oh, thank God I didn't watch it.
No, I didn't either. I just saw this going when I was looking for stuff online. I saw this when I went to Twitter and did the hashtag AEW DON, and this was in the latest of it. No, I mean, there was 9 matches on the main card. You probably could have cut out. I don't know. You didn't need the John Moxley Kyle O'Reilly match.
No,
you didn't need the Stadium Stampede match. If you cut those out, and honestly, like
you didn't need the Rizzler.
Well, I mean, that was the pre-show. I can live with that on the pre-show.
Even still,
you know? Yeah, and you didn't need the women's 4-way for you should have just had like maybe the Athena and Mina match, and then Thekla could have taken on Chris Statlander or something. Yeah, it would have been fine. But it was just it went on too long. They try to do too many spots and too many stunts. You know, that's where I get bored with it. And usually the crowd is in the same way where they're quiet until the spots. But
right.
The crowd.
Yeah, I would never encourage you to watch the show again with the crowd on. But when I saw it with the crowd on, I was just like, okay. But now here's the other thing. Here's the double-edged sword to all this, Jake. I've been looking at these articles that are overpraising this fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta go out of your way to see it. And it's just like, I understand where they're coming from, but I wish they would be honest, not be disingenuous. It wasn't because the matches made the show. It was because legitimately, I think the crowd made the show. They were hype all night.
That's fair. If I could listen to just the crowd and not Excalibur and Shivani, I probably would have listened to it more. But the two,
I was able to phase them out. Yeah.
I do think
I understand.
I do think that there is a matter of like a lot of people who defend AEW for a long time, who have defended them for a long time, they overstate how great AEW is. They have to make a lot of excuses, right? So AEW puts out an actual decent pay-per-view, and suddenly it's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
This is the greatest thing that ever happened. You know what I mean?
It's like a new era in sports.
Yeah, like it's like they've been covering for them so long that when they actually do something good, they have to overstate and talk about it like it's the greatest thing that ever happened.
Yeah,
and the thing, and go ahead. Sorry,
no, you're
good.
Go. No, still go, boy. All means.
What I was going to say is the thing that made the show proper, at least palatable, was the fact that the New York State Athletic Commission was just like, no fucking blood. So now you got to be just a little bit more creative than what you would have originally had been. And that's exactly what we got. Now, of course, that chicanery that was going on with Christian and Edge and the cinder block and the whole thing, that was kind of a stupid spot. If Marv saw that, or if we saw that, or if anybody saw that and just clipped for him, you'd probably think the whole goddamn event was terrible. I saw the whole goddamn event. It wasn't terrible, but I wasn't going to be like, you need to go out of your way to see this shit.
Well,
it was serviceable.
The fact that it broke and they kept going with it, and then Dax hurt his hand, that was pretty terrible. That was
of course it was terrible.
I mean, that was
but not indicative of the entire entire show.
No, but taken in and of itself, it is very terrible.
Right.
Yeah. And the biggest problem with the AEW people is that they, again, just like the biggest problem with AEW and Tony in general, is instead of just being happy with the AEW show, they have to be like, oh, well, TKO and WWE is terrible. Well, like, just focus on your good show. Your show can't be that good if you're just trying to shit on WWE. Like,
right.
And that was where the tweet where there was the crowd trying to get out at the end because the show went on too long. So the buses and the trains were stopped. And the people I was like, Tony Khan doesn't care about regular people, meaning that the show went on too long. If you cut the show like a half hour to an hour beforehand, and people literally all in my comments just going after WWE when I said nothing about WWE. And all I said was Tony Khan, because he's a nepo baby son of a billionaire. He doesn't even understand what it's like to be a real person that has to like get up in the morning and do things with their life and doesn't want to get home at 2:30 because of a great wrestling show. But they have to attack a WWE and attack you, and it's just like their dear leader is the greatest of all time. It was the greatest show ever. It was a fine show, but it wasn't. I don't know. People are acting like it's their greatest show of all time. Shouldn't that be All In? Like, shouldn't their biggest show of the year be their greatest show of all time? I don't know.
I purposely watched Double or Nothing before Saturday night's main event, and I'm going to say right now, like both shows were kind of like equal. I can't say one was better than the other. I'm going to be real.
I think both over-delivered. I think Saturday night's main event that had no build. It felt like a throwaway show, and there was some really good work on it and some good matches. Double or Nothing seems like it was overbuilt, but it delivered in a way that at least didn't completely disappoint people. You know what I mean? Like, I think Double or Nothing, the expectations were really high. They didn't meet the expectations from what they were stating, but they did better than what we think they would have done, what the naysayers think they would have done, you know? So,
but I think Awful's right about it. Because they couldn't do so much blood and violence, they had to be a little bit more creative, and that absolutely helped them because a lot of times they just fall back on doing the same shit over and over and over again. Yeah, you're right about that. I didn't think about that till you said it, but you nailed that. Was a great insight, bud.
It is. I do think that having limits on what you're allowed to do actually improves creativity.
100%.
Of course.
Yeah. Because I think, and I've noticed this with like, this is a weird story. So Max is doing music now, right? And when he is just left, he doesn't just like learning music. Like he's more into like creating music, you know? And when I'm not supervising him, when he's just doing it on his own, it's kind of like a garbled mess, right? But when I kind of give him a direction to go and say, don't do this, then he actually kind of is able to make something decent and make something that sounds okay. And there is something to be said about imposing limits on yourself.
Yeah, you ever heard of drawing between coloring within the lines? I mean, there's a discipline to art, and I don't care. Like, even if you're doing abstract art, I hate abstract art, but
I do too.
Even in abstract art, there needs to be some sort of pattern. There needs to be. It just can't be fucking paint splatters all across the fucking thing. Like, there's no order in it.
Look at it like every comedian who's made movies, right? From Harold Ramis all the way up to Judd Apatow. When they were under the studio pressure, when they had to play by the rules, when they had to make Hollywood movies, they were producing masterpieces. When they were more established and started doing what they want. Steven Spielberg, when they're more established and they're giving full reign and able to do completely what they want to do, they start getting weird and people start not liking them as much.
I don't know, man. That Jew was coming up with magic out there. I mean, Minority Report.
Minority Report was I'm talking I'm talking AI. Okay, I'm talking
AI. AI is one of those slow cookers. Now, listen, I'm not a big Steven Spielberg fan, but like I understand AI. He made movies that were kind of ahead of their time, so that's where I give Spielberg credit.
No, here, Regina Sharp, perfect analogy. Originally, Steven Spielberg wanted the shark to be everywhere in Jaws, but the shark malfunctioned and they could only use them for a few things, and that made the movie better. You know?
Okay, yeah, but that wasn't.
That's why Alien is better than Aliens,
right?
Only see the alien a bit.
Steven Spielberg wasn't 50 years old at the time he made Jaws. I'm just saying, like when the reins were off of him, he was still making some bangers. That's
I will say, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was absolute fire.
But to say, to go back to what Northern DC said earlier, he made a great point. There were no fucking commercials on the Double or Nothing thing, and that kind of like streamlines the show. It doesn't halt it in its tracks, kind of like what Saturday Night's Main Event did for me.
I mean,
like
that's
those
true.
Commercials, those ads, like
that's true. But
it's just like what? Okay, the fuck?
I'm always kind of more relaxed on the ads because I understand that with success, it kind of becomes something you have to do, right? Like,
do you get mad at anything that they do that makes money?
WWE, I don't get mad at anything anyone does that makes money, unless you're like being completely, unless you're like oppressing people. Or you are
devaluing the quality of your show. I don't know. We're not talking about slavery. Goddamn it!
I'll admit that something devalues the quality of the show, but I have a hard time faulting them for it if they're making money and still successful.
There's no fault in you saying you just don't like the shit because there's goddamn there's DraftKings on every corner.
I said last month after the pay-per-view
that you see the same thing with the NFL. They give, if you watch any other sport, it's all the same thing. Like that's the biggest. The biggest sports companies just have nothing but commercials throughout it. It's
I do support Erica.
Welcome to capitalism.
Yeah, Erica, I do support prostitution. Absolutely, 100%. I'm sorry. I don't, unless you're hurting people, which like drugs and all that kind of stuff is.
But if it was legal, there wouldn't be as much of that in there. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I do support that.
The world's oldest profession.
I mean, I've said last month when we covered WrestleMania, I said, or Black Backlash, I said the show would have been better if they didn't have to do the first hour on ESPN. The show would be better if they didn't have to include all the commercials. Absolutely. But I'm not going to get on their case about having to do it because I get what business is. If AEW had to add commercials to their show, I would not complain about the commercials because I understand that if you're offering a show on a subscription platform, you have to put in those commercials. It's
so this is it just explaining that he's got no justifiable opinion on anything having to do with certain parts of WWE.
No, dude, it's
like you can say it's dumb.
I did. Awful. I did.
You can continue. Okay, just because you did doesn't mean just because you did doesn't mean like you still do. Like it seems like
no, I did it on WrestleMania. I did it on Backlash. We haven't had another pay-per-view. I'm not going to go about Saturday Night's Main Event. We didn't talk about Saturday Night's Main Event. I didn't have a topic about it.
Okay. Well, why not?
Because it was pointless. I said it was a throwaway show that they put on Peacock because they have to fulfill a contract. I think that the fact that I
said it was a little too much for an old man like
me. The fact that I put the fact that I put Double or Nothing as a topic on the show and didn't put Saturday Night's Main Event should tell you everything you need to know. Double or Nothing was more important than Saturday Night's Main Event. It was more prestigious. It had more
because it was
reason.
a pay-per-view. One was just a streaming show.
Yeah. If we were talking, like when we talked about Backlash,
I don't know why
smell shite.
They're just
I smell bullshit. But we're going to
I don't understand why it has to be a competition. Like, why is there this tribalist that has to happen where everything's it's gonna be?
Dude,
like
I
don't
said
give
we
a fuck
shouldn't.
about either company.
I have a question.
I'm just talking. Yeah.
Let's go here. Let's go. What is more insulting? Talking about like putting a segment on the show where I can badmouth Saturday Night's Main Event because it didn't mean anything, or putting Double or Nothing on the show and talking positive about it for an hour now. We've been talking positive about Double or Nothing for an hour. We only really got negative about the Rizzler, Jon Moxley, and Stadium Stampede. The rest of it we were positive about. So any idea that I am sitting here trying to shill for WWE is ridiculous. I didn't even include their biggest show on here.
Like, just
what's their biggest show?
Saturday Night's Main Event
has to be a competition.
Show. Yeah,
we talked about Saturday Night's Main Event. I remember us talking about Sol Ruca and Becky Lynch
because we were talking about Clash in Italy.
Garbage.
We were talking about Clash in Italy.
No, we were talking about Saturday Night's Main Event. That's more the match.
The
between
build
Becky.
to Clash in Italy.
Okay,
is what we were talking about.
But we were also talking about Saturday Night's Main Event, and I said that the shit was ass. And you were like, it was only 2 minutes. I was like, doesn't matter. It's still fucking ass. It was a janky ending, janky beginning.
Dude.
And you're like, but dude, they've got pay-per-views every other 2 weeks or whatever. Listen, I'm not trying to rile you up, okay? Just trying to have a little fun.
Good luck. Good I'm sitting here thinking like, hey man, I'm putting Double or Nothing on here above Saturday Night's Main Event. I'm going to talk about how it's good, and I still get the shill fucking stuff, man. That's annoying. I gave you guys an hour to talk about this.
And we did. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. I like I said, I like the show for the most
like
part
the
of it.
fact that you're sitting here after I sit here and suck their dick for 45 minutes. Sitting here calling me, pisses me off, dude.
And that's the problem. The fact is, like, my whole point is, if it was for the AEW fans that love AEW and hate WWE, that's fine. But just enjoy your AEW show. If you immediately have to be like, oh, it beats WWE in this, it beats WWE in that. No, you're not caring about your show. Focus on your own house. Like, that's why I grabbed this picture of Tony at the end, because he can't focus on his own house. From day one, if he just would have focused on his own shit and not worried about WWE, your product would be better. Like, it would be a much more enjoyable experience.
I just don't know what else I can do. I don't know what else I can do unless I just fucking lie and say I love AEW. I don't know what else I can do.
I've never heard you say you love WWE. Never heard you say that.
I don't know what I can do. Okay, I have a preference. I admit that. But the idea that I'm just blindly following one thing and completely ignoring another, which I have to deal with all the time, and now I'm getting it from my fucking co-host, is kind of annoying, dude. Awful. Are you there?
I'm here. I'm gonna let you rock. I have never in my life been this affected by professional wrestling.
No, I'm not. I'm not affected by professional wrestling. I'm affected about you, sir. You, sir.
Listen, my opinions aren't that powerful to gauge some sort of effect.
I find your opinions very. I like your opinions. They mean a lot to me. You mean a lot to me. Awful. So the fact that you think that I'm biased and not a good host.
I didn't say you were biased. See, there you go. You painted with a. No, I asked questions that you think that I know the answer to. Like, for example, just 5 minutes ago, I just asked you, do you is there anything that you don't like about companies that, while the shit may look stupid, it also makes money? I think I
said I will criticize them from a creative standpoint, but I can't fault them from a business standpoint.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a business for, and like
that's my
Roman Reigns is the most boring wrestler possible to me. I don't like him on my TV at all, but that doesn't mean that. But all of a sudden, I have to defend AEW.
Yeah, you want me to go through all the shit I don't like in WWE? You want me to sit here and fucking list it out, because we'll be here a long time, dude. I can't. Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that gets on my nerves about WWE, but it never comes up on the show because it's not important. Right? Like the Alpha Academy, I think is freaking ridiculous right now. The fact that Otis isn't a bigger deal on television. I think that guy could be a star. I really do. Not world champion, but I think that guy has the talent and the charisma to actually be something. And he's being regulated to Netflix commercials. I think they dropped the whole El Grande Americano thing. They dropped the ball.
All right, listen, my friend. You don't have to go through all this.
Well, you said
it was just I'm not saying anything. In fact, I've been quiet for the last 5 minutes. Okay, so don't tell me what I was saying.
Myself. I have to defend myself.
That's the other beautiful thing. You don't have to really defend yourself. You don't really have to. Not with me. I know you're.
Why awful? Because I respect you, and I feel
I respect you too. I don't want to see you upset. In fact,
stuff about me. Then I feel like
this. I didn't say you fucking killed.
I don't care. Honestly, we're dropping listeners, and I'm not really that worried about it.
I know.
That's
you. Why I stay quiet.
I'm focused on you right now. Awful. I feel if I've lost your respect, that is more important to me than any amount of listeners we could possibly have.
God. I can't tell you if you're bullshitting or not. But how many people we have in the chat now?
Halfway. I'm halfway bullshitting.
Listen, this show was begging for an underbed of jazz music. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, this really did become This Is Awful, didn't it?
I stood up for a bit. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to be.
We can't have this.
All right, then we're gonna go to Tooney Talk Wrestling. Let's get this going. Okay.
Oh God, here we go.
We got a game, people. We got a game. Enough of us being all dude, we got 3 super chats. We need to argue more.
Go through the super chats. Let's see what they got to say.
No, they're not about this. Last call with Chris Connor. I hate myself for saying this. The Hardys and Mick Foley are the inspiration for all the bad and dangerous spots in wrestling. They inspired bad habits. Yeah, I think we talked about that earlier. Thank you very much, Chris. Denisha, we need a mod. I thought George was here. I took care of it when I got back. CM for $5. If not for Tony, the old Bucks, Dave's Glaze, their fans, and 0 sense of story or the health of talent, I might watch AEW. That's what I'm saying, dude. I think that there is a path to AEW being something that I'd like, but I think I used to kind of put my aim on Tony, but I'm starting to put my aim on the Bucks in terms of why I can't like it.
Well, I mean, Tony's just going to do what everybody tells him to. He's like, sure, it sounds great. Sure, it sounds great. Sure, it sounds great. That's all he does.
And when the Bucks are the ones telling them what to do.
Or Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho's good. Jericho's just a bucket of bad ideas.
And CM, I don't believe Dave's glaze is I don't believe his influence stretches further than Twitter. If that makes any sense. But I don't think the average casual AEW fan really knows about Dave's glazing.
I think that's the thing, though. I think that AEW's numbers are low enough to where you can say that Dave still does influence them. I think if they got over, if they were up around 1 million or something, you could be like, well, Dave doesn't affect them at all, right? But when they're hovering around the 5 to 7 range, it is kind of at least 200,000 of those people are because of Dave.
I guess I mean to say that Dave doesn't affect viewership.
Dave doesn't affect you or me or Jake.
Or a lot of casual AEW fans, if you ask me. I mean, we watch the ladies. They don't talk about Dave Meltzer.
You're right. Dave doesn't affect anyone who might tune in the future. Everyone who would be affected by Dave is already watching. He's not going to add anymore. Now, if Dave turned on them and said that they suck, they'd probably lose about 200K. I think that, or 100. We'll give it 100. I bet they'd lose about 100K. If Dave Meltzer completely abandoned ship and went WWE is the best, AEW is terrible, I bet they get about 100K hit on it over 6 months' time. because
maybe I'm wondering what the Dave effect would be though. Like how many people actually still subscribe to Dave?
Well, it's not even it's not about how many people subscribe to him. It's about the general feeling that Dave creates in the wrestling community. Dave is more of a taste maker than a actual source, right? Like he affects people that affects the people that affects the people. You know what I mean? Like
he's the fourth one back in the human centipede is what you're telling me.
Yeah, he's the root of the problem. So if Dave said that, hey, I don't like AEW anymore, eventually it would reach up to about 100,000 people and they would follow him blindly or follow public opinion enough to move that way. But in general, you know, I don't think it's as much. I think it has more to do with the Bucks and Tony personally. Although, like I said, I think Tony, if Tony was around the right people, I think Tony'd be fine. Is that crazy?
Probably, but he set himself up around the wrong people. No, because he's easily influenced.
I'm so glad to have always believed that the Young Bucks were the source of everything wrong.
They're the cancer AEW. Inside the ass of the AEW. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's stopping that. Even that's what I'm saying. Like, we knew about the Bucks before we knew about Tony Khan. You know what I mean? And their reputation preceded them.
But the reputation before AEW was like, hey, man, look at these cool guys in Japan
who
are kind of doing something silly.
At least not in my neck of the woods. At least not in my wrestling sphere. Like, it was just like...
Yeah, it wasn't in my algorithm.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like, the Young Bucks, what? Like, maybe that was going on. I guess if you were a Dave fan, you might have heard about the Young Bucks. When I saw the Young Bucks...
I was an Indy Wrestling fan, so that's why I got into it.
I remember they were always involved in that Motor City Machine Guns and like that the tiny fucking tag teams.
Motor City Machine Guns are 1,000 times better than Young Bucks.
Okay, same size.
Gargano.
Yeah, you ain't getting me on this one, my friend.
Let's go.
That's you. That's you about to
and we
lose
are
the
back.
audience.
This is awful.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
I'll do the jazz in the background.
Meanwhile, I'll play professional here. What are we looking at, by the way?
Baron Corbin.
What's going on?
That's Baron Corbin.
I have a lot of fun. By the way, I just want to point out, I'm still laughing. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, no, so, people that
this is okay. So we are going to play Indy Wrestling Roulette here. I'm going to show you clips. You're going to have options about what could happen next, and you will have to judge. Sometimes they will be good, sometimes they will be bad, sometimes they will be stupid, but it is up to you to figure out where it's going to be. Yes, Boris, Kevin Steen comes from it. He was dumb back then too. Let's move on here and look.
He learned how to be a professional.
So I'm not sure who this other guy is, but one of the guy on top is PCO.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Baron Corbin. Now he's much fit. Yeah.
So this was done actually in a group
no.
called Black Magic Wrestling or something.
That's Simon
like that.
Miller.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I'm not 100% sure. But this company has the most botches I've ever seen of any company ever in the history of wrestling.
Oh, boy.
Every time I look up botches, this company comes up. So let's take a look at these. Let's take a look at what happens here.
Oh, we need the sound, don't we?
No, we don't need sound.
All right.
Okay, so he brought him up. He's getting ready to go. And we got to see what happens next. Is it A, he slips and crotches himself on the rope? B, PCO gets fed up and shoves him to the ground? C, he can't handle the weight and they both fall to the ground? Or D, there is a run-in by the Mountie because PCO was in the Quebecers. So what do you guys think? We'll go with Awful first. What do you think it happens?
Knowing PCO, I'd love to see B.
He shoves him. PCO is that kind of guy. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Jake, what do you think?
I mean, it looks like he's having trouble already. So I feel like it's gonna be A or C because he looks like he's having trouble. He's gonna slip, but I'm gonna go with C because I think it'd be funnier if he can't handle the weight and they both fall to the ground.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna bring this up to full screen here for
yes, let's go.
Okay, and let's take a look at what happens here. It's gonna take a second, I guess. Here we go. They are trying it on.
Oh.
All right, so we're on our next one here. Oh, and this one doesn't have much of an intro here, so I'll back it up. These are two ladies. They are getting ready to go. Let's see how they go. Okay, so she's ready to kiss her.
It's like reverse high definition.
Right. So yeah, it gets bad. It gets bad. So Jake got the last one right, by the way. What happens next? Do you want to see it again? Do we need to look at it again to see to get the setup?
They're kind of disposed off, yeah.
I mean, they don't really do much. Awful. Are you here? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, let's take a look at what happens here. So they're squaring up and she's getting ready to do something, right?
It's gonna be A for me.
So a spin kick that misses by a mile.
I think so.
B, she slips and literally breaks her arm.
Oh no.
C, she goes for a flying head scissors, but she can't flip. Or D, this is just another excuse for Dis to look at a butt. Remember a few weeks ago when I decided I was gonna just put up something to look at a butt? So I thought I'd put that up there. Awful has already said A. I would like to hear. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do this, so I will do this now. My bad, guys. I apologize. I meant to have these going so you can you can say what you think it's going to be. So, do you think it's going to be? What do you think it's going to be, Jake?
I was gonna go with the spin kick, but I will go with goes for the flying head scissors, but can't flip.
All right. Now remember, I did have one a couple weeks ago where I just wanted to look.
Yeah, this isn't clear enough though for that. I think if it was in HD, I'd be a solid D bet, but I don't think it's HD. So.
The chat's going with Dis wants to look at a butt. It looks like. Oh no, they're going to B. They're all kind of. Wow, it's weird because you said C, and
I still think she's gonna break her arm.
Awful said A, and the chat's going with B. So let's see what we have here. I hit play. We are moving forward.
Oh, God.
I win.
Did you see that? Did you? Oh, I'm gonna,
just a bit outside.
I forgot I added that music on there. Let's look at this again. I'm this.
Oh my God.
This spot just blows. Look at this. Look how far she is.
Just a bit outside.
Oh, anyway. Okay.
That was what I was gonna guess, but I didn't want to pick the same one as Awful. I didn't want to.
Okay, so the next one. Let me switch over to the next poll here, and let's take a look at the setup for this guy. Boot to the face. He gets up the top rope, stops him, and what happens next? The pole is in the way, so let me move that over. Let's move it up here. Okay, what happens next? Does he A, propose to him? B, he turns around and moons him? C, he pulls out an effing gun? Or D, actually, it's a really cool flippy thing that he does.
Yeah, someone with the smart idea and chose C.
Awful. Jake, what are you picking?
I'm gonna go with B, unfortunately.
He turns around and moons him?
Yeah, it looks like there's some kind of cheap crap there.
All right. Awful. What are you thinking here?
What is this, New Japan?
New Japan, not New Japan, like FT, one of the
old Japan.
One of the little Japan companies.
It's gonna be D. I wanted to be B, but it's going to be D.
It's a really cool flippy thing.
Watch this.
Okay, let's check it out. Because I did say I would pick like good things every once in a while. So maybe that's what.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, let's look. Oh, he's reaching down his tights. Is he pulling out a ring? It's a
gun!
My God.
I didn't realize
he had a gun.
I didn't realize he put like the hat on. If I
watch this, keep watching. It gets a little crazier. It is a hat on a hat. You'll see here because there's a baseball player. Let's pause this. There's a baseball player. There's a midget. There's a guy in like a diaper.
There's somebody without pants. There's somebody mooning. Oh, I guess that's pants. He's got like the
and he has a gun on all of them. They're all raising their hands in the air.
Terrible trigger finger discipline.
Look, now they're for some reason trying to get the crowd into it. There's a baseball player there.
There's ladies.
I thought he was going to commit Hakikimori.
So that was what happened on that one.
I didn't look at it. I tried to look at his tights. Did look at there was a gun in there. Damn, I should have.
Chat was correct, by the way. Choosing C.
So we're all tied at one. I have one. Awful has one. The chat has one.
Okay, so we are looking at the next one. I'm going to keep that up there so we don't cover up the choices. I had to put this one in slow motion because it happens very fast. So let's take a look.
Oh God, look at that guy! Look at that guy in the yellow there.
Okay, so you can see he was ready to jump. He started going. Do we need to go back, or did you get enough of that? Can you understand what was happening here?
I mean, he looks like he's trying to jump.
Yeah,
we've seen enough wrestling.
Okay. Okay, so what happens next? Does the camp now remember all of these were things that I actually saw while researching these videos and trying to find them. So all of these things have happened somewhere in indie wrestling. What happens next? A, the cameraman falls down and we actually hear him cry. B, he shooting stars himself, but he goes in the wrong direction.
Oh no.
C, he goes for a swanton, but ends up landing on his head. Or D, whatever it is, Awful won't like it.
Well, I think we might have two on this one.
Yeah, you kind of narrowed down the choices here.
Now, D is usually a joke, but I won't give you points if you pick D, unless you're the chat.
D is now a Bible verse.
Who goes first? Anyway. B or Awful?
Awful went last time. Jake this time.
I'm gonna go with B.
He's shooting stars himself.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try to backflip and just.
Okay, Awful. What are you thinking?
D. Goddammit! I mean, my name's all over.
Okay, no, you can't pick D. I already told you that.
Why can't I pick D?
It won't be a point if you pick D. Because you're not going to like it no matter what it is. I promise you.
All right, we'll see.
C goes for a swanton, but ends up landing on his head. Now, you two are tied right now. 1-1. So if Jake is right, then he pulls ahead. If you sided with Jake, then you would be tied. But if you get it right, then you'll pull ahead. So let's see what happens here. Chat is hung up on B and D either way, so we'll call it B. That he shoots. That he.
Swear to God, if this cameraman falls, I'm gonna laugh
in the wrong direction. So let's see what happens here. Okay, slow motion, and he does the shooting star, and he crosses himself on the ring.
It looked like he was heading for a backflip. Yeah.
How?
That guy in the yellow. That guy in the yellow is just huge.
Yeah, he's a big guy. But how do you do that? Like, look at this. Like you saw, we've seen like Brock Lesnar's where he messed up or something like that. But to actually not go forward at all and land back on where you were.
That means he's never practiced that. I've just never practiced that.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
This is everything that I fear whenever I watch swimming competitions. Like diving, like high diving competitions. Like, oh my God, please don't bang your head.
We are on our next one. Two more left. So let's take a look at this one here. So he very easy. He's just starting to launch off of the top rope, right? Is it A? Oh, by the way, okay, this is our last one. And right now we are at where are we? Are we tied? Are we at 2?
No, I have 2. Awful has 1. The chat has 1, I think.
Oh, did I only do 4 this time? Oh no, the chat. Well, okay, not counting the chat one.
I know, I was just kidding.
I
have
it's
2.
It's 2 and 2, yeah. So what so this one is a tiebreaker, okay?
Sure.
Now, the thing about this one is that any one of these, not only could any one of these be correct, but more than one of them could be correct.
What are you doing to your own game? Keep this shit simple, bro.
No, I'm doing this on purpose because this was we kept running into the problem where either A, it was a tie on the last round, or B, one person was way ahead. And I wanted to make the last round where it could be like, well, anyone could win with the last round.
You're really putting more into this win than Awful and I are.
Right. So, what happened?
Everybody wins by watching these clips.
I know. I'm going internet. Internet logic, right? So, what happens next? Is it A, he panics midair and it looks like jazz hands? B, he ends up going head first through the table. C, the opponent tries to catch him, but they both hurt a fan. Or D, Spider-Man decides to check out the scene. So it could be any one of these. So chat can't win this one. So what do you guys think it's going? It could be multiple. And I believe Awful gets the first pick this time. So Awful, what are you picking? Which numbers are you going with here? Or which letters?
I think I think it's C.
Damn it. That's what I wanted to pick.
Opponent tries to catch him, but they both. Now, do you want to pick another one, or is that do you think it's only one?
No, I'm a man of my
See,
Okay.
10 toes down with me.
My thought was it's going to be A and C. He's going to panic in midair and do like a jazz hands, but he's still going to, the opponent's going to try to catch him and they're going to hurt a fan. All in one foul swoop.
Let's watch this. Let's watch it play out all the way and see what happens here. Okay, I just hit play and he dives right through he did jazz hands. Did you see the jazz hands?
I did see the jazz hands, but I saw the table. Oh,
hit it again. I missed it.
I'm going back again. So he flops his hands in the air and then he does the dive through the table. So he both does jazz hands and goes head first through the table. Yeah. So Jake, you have 1 point. Awful, you have 1 point. And it looks like it's just. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, there's Spider-Man checking out this thing.
Jesus.
Oh my God. I say that guy cannot be alive. We just watched the snuff film.
Let's go back. Let's watch
spinal compression.
Let's watch that again. So
that was rough.
So I'm gonna try to I can't slow it down through StreamYard, unfortunately, but you can see where he does the jazz hands. You can see him connect with the head right through the quote unquote table. And then
the good news is he tucked his chin
and then
at the proper time.
Spider-Man shows up for some reason.
And the good news also is that the opponent had a lot of fluff there for him to go into. The opponent had a lot of padding for him there, so I think he'll be all right. Jesus.
I'm just blown away by why Spider-Man look what he's doing, by the way. He's the cameraman.
I was just gonna say Spider-Man's the cameraman.
Spider-Man.
You ever see that video of like the Spider-Man, like the guy dressed up as Spider-Man at the kid's birthday party and does the flip and knocks himself out? I feel like that's this guy. It's the same Spider-Man.
I just love how no one else. I want you to look. I want to go back because I want to look at the entire audience.
Back and to the left.
Look at the entire. Nobody in the audience is dressed up. This is not like a Halloween show or anything like that. This is just a show. And for some reason,
Spider-Man's there.
Spider-Man is the cameraman. I don't know. There he is, just walking by.
And I think the EMT guy's like, he's about to go there and shake his hand. Like, nope, he's done. He's out. It's over. Oh my God, that was rough. That landing was brutal.
So technically, Jake wins.
Sure.
I guess because you picked more than one and Awful didn't pick more than one. Actually, I think you're tied. You win because Awful only picked the wrong answer and you picked the right answer and the wrong answer.
I finally won one of these, but oh my God,
so Jake wins. Wow, he gets to go first on our game next week. And that is our Indy Wrestling Roulette. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. It was a kind of a crazy show.
That was fun.
Kind of a weird show. I'm going to bring us back up here. There we are.
There we are.
What made it weird,
I don't know. We had fun. It was. I think they saw more of our real personalities tonight, not so much. Thank you, Jake, for taking the
team effort, man.
You
guys gave him a tease of This Is Awful. That was good.
I will say, I think this feels much more like This Is Awful than it did Tooney Talk Wrestling,
and that's something we're gonna have to change. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna bite my tongue.
Don't bite mine.
I will try not to.
Just kidding. 3 hours in there. I'm a little loopy. It was fun.
Yeah, it's 3 hours long. It's a long show. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. I want to thank you for being here. Make sure you are dropping us a like. Make sure you are checking out Jake's show on Thursday and Sunday. Jake, you want to go ahead and plug that?
YouTube.com/@AltJakeTakesOn. If you don't want to type it all out, if you just type in Alt Jake as one word, I pop right up now on the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for the people who have hyped us. I'm pretty sure that's what got us in there. So come and subscribe. That's all we're looking for. More subscribers.
Hey,
we're marching to get to 1,000.
you want to explain the hype thing to people? Because ideally, what you would do is you would give us one hype, you would give Jake one hype, you would give This Is Awful one like. So why don't you explain what that is?
So once the videos are actually posted, like they have to process through. I think the Tooney Talk ones process through faster. But when you're on your phone where the comments are, you'll see like the little dots next to it. If you just swipe the comments over to the left once, there'll be an option to hype it, and you can hype each one of our videos once and give us. It pushes it up in the algorithm somehow. I don't know exactly how, but it definitely helps out. For the All Jake Takes On channel, hype us on our Sunday show, hype This Is Awful on Saturday, and give the Tooney Talk show a hype. Real simple. Helps us all out.
There you go. Awful. What do you want to plug?
I really have nothing to plug. I want to thank the people who listened in to This Is Awful on Saturday, pushing us over the edge, 1,000 views. Also want to thank, people who from the replay crew. I gotta get you guys on some sort of poster board or something in time. Don't you worry. But Saturday, This Is Awful. We're going to be there Saturday. Having a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll be able to join with us. It's at, youtube.com/awful wrestling. And of course you can catch me on Twitter where I'm losing followers every day. I love it.
I think they do a bot purge. Although I noticed that
crazy bot purges right now.
I did notice that that Keem guy blocked me. So I got blocked.
Oh, Keem the Truth. You guys. I don't want to apologize to Keem the Truth, but those, I'm not going to apologize. But I do want to say that I'm offering a truce to Keem the Truth. I got really nothing against you personally, to be honest with you.
I liked one of your songs. Liked one of your songs.
And that's one more song that he liked that I didn't. I mean, that's all there is to it. But other than that, you got the attention you wanted. You're good. I'm good. I'm over it. You can say whatever the fuck you want on Twitter. I'm just not going to respond to it. That's all there is to it. Thank you.
If you want to send us more of your songs, we will play them.
Sure. We'll revenue share.
I like the first one. Yeah. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Like I said, in the next few weeks, we're going to have some changes. We're probably going to see some more people, some new people in here. And a little bit different, but I appreciate everyone who's been with us through all the changes and everything that we've gone through so far. It really is appreciated. Even if I might time you out for a minute or do that kind of stuff.
Who got a timeout?
I will talk about it later. Yeah. But I do.
I love how these guys can never tell me nothing because they know the next show is going to be like, guess what, folks?
But yeah, I do appreciate everyone that showed up. I do appreciate everyone the super chats, everyone that likes the show, everyone who hypes our shows, anything that you do in order to support us. I appreciate it. So I want to make that very clear. And hopefully we've been already told in the next couple months, as we start moving into these changes, we will actually have moments where we are bringing guys. It might feel a little bit more like old Tooney Talk Wrestling. So we might be bringing back some more segments. We might be having people from the past who show up on the show and kind of, add something to it. We might have that as we go forward for the next few months. But I really do.
What the hell is going on, Disc? Spit this shit out, will you?
Yeah. I have a certain vision, and I don't want my vision to hurt other people, and I don't want my vision to stand on someone else's shoulders. And at some point, we might get to the point where what I am seeing and what I want to be done is done 100%, and that other people aren't affected by it. That will probably happen around the SummerSlam time. But for the next few months, we are going to, anyone who is a big fan of what Tooney Talk Wrestling has been for the past 2 years, I promise you'll be very happy with the next few months of Tooney Talk Wrestling. And that's, I can't really go into more detail right now until we have it, but I promise you we will not.
I mean, can't you just hear the excitement from Dis dripping off the vocals?
It's not
Christ.
You know what? I know that you may not feel like it's excitement, but to me it is. It is a sense of like we are getting to a point where I've wanted this to be for a long time, and I'm trying not to get too excited about it. I mean, Erica, you know, Marv is going to be on the show in the next couple weeks. Kev is going to be on the show in the next couple months. Sorry, we're going to have that stuff. It's going to come back, but I'm very excited about the next chapter of what the show is. So I appreciate anyone who stuck by us, and I appreciate anyone who supported us to this point. And I hope you continue to stick with us through the changes and through everything that we have going forward. We are going to try to be more fan forward. I'm telling you guys, if you want to be involved in this WrestlingDirtSheet.com thing, please email me at toonydis@gmail.com. I am not just throwing that out there. I am literally, that is something that I'm really working on, and I'm looking for people to help. So if you want to help me, absolutely email me. I said Marv. toonydis@gmail.com. I was reading it on the chat. toonydis@gmail.com. Email me. We might have a spot for you. I'm looking for like 10 guys that can help me. And I'm looking for people on
Jesus Christ.
That like both,
looking for a fucking farm crew.
I am. And I want people that like both AEW and WWE. So anyone who, no matter what you like, hit me up. But yeah, so on that note,
Jesus Christ.
We will
Jake
will see you on Thursday. We will see you on Saturday, and then we'll be back next week. Until then, for Dis and All Jake, or for Awful and All Jake, I have to say, get out of here!
Now, Perry the Platypus, feel the wrath of my thank you-inator! Thank you, you piece of trash.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you! Oh, I suppose you want me to say thank you. Well, you know what? Saying thank you is like jobbing. Thank you! I got a little message. Thank you. Ooh, yeah! Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thanks? For what? Hi-ho from all of us here at Tooney Town. Thank you!
And viewers like you. Thank you.